better now?
No, that's worse. Welcome to
Worse?
session 5. Yeah, that's worse. Of
Fuck. Well,
D&D. So
what
last
about this
time,
one?
you guys looked into what was causing the cows to start disappearing, and you found that it was some mushrooms that was causing like really interesting scent and some very strange giant insectoids that started decapitating them and eating them.
Oh,
Is
Afterwards,
my mic better now?
it sounds like you're like Indiana like commentary channel on like how to fix Windows permissions
All
on
right.
YouTube.
Well,
Unregistered hypercam
So
free.
after
You've
that,
got
since that was your morning,
cam.com up the top.
so since that was your morning,
All right, not using my headphones then. That's probably
Okay.
better.
So since that was your morning, Golis needed to take off, or he wanted to talk to Holly for a bit. So he went off while the rest of you decided to go to Gnomengarde, which is where we are.
Fun.
So as the map loads,
Canvas drawing failed for the token layer.
all right. So we left off. You guys had just cut up a mimic that was posing as a chair that had also beat up Shion quite bad. Not Neri. Arthur and Balmrind, I need you to roll d20s for me, please. I'm supposed to have you do this last session,
Vox,
and I forgot.
are you able to
got you.
roll for me, my brother?
It's just 5d20. Yeah.
I mean, I can roll and just like act. Yeah, I might be able to. I don't have my dice with me. You are such a dickhead, bro.
Oh, shit.
Let me see if my computer, if my internet will load roll just like the internet instead of the giant ass map.
Oh, fuck, that's funny as hell.
All right, and I also need
Because
a roll
I would rather
from
roll
Arch.
myself than take that bullshit, bro. My roll was a 12
I don't believe him.
on just like Google D20.
Okay. Arch?
I like your style.
Okay. So both of you, so we're leaving up like right where we left off last time, which is you had both cast magic to heal Shion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And when you started casting him, the light from your hands started spreading all over your bodies, and you are now both glowing. And it will not go away.
I'm usually glowing, I think, so that's okay.
cool.
Magic.
So,
Well, there goes stealth out the window.
all right. Well, I want to hear a
Oh, I forgot that I do have the.
I want to
So-
hear I want to hear an explanation for how I'm glowing, because I know mechanically wise I cast the spell, but like flavor wise I just
Well, you're like magically
tossed.
infusing it into the shot, right?
I just tossed him a shot. So
Yeah, but you're like magically
flavor wise,
infusing the shot.
I want to hear
You're magically
flavor wise why
infusing
I'm
the
glowing.
shot. It's a magically infused
Okay.
shot. That's how I see it. Let me put in that audio, the cave audio that I probably can't even hear.
Holy, that's loud.
Is it? I didn't even hear it last time.
Yeah, I had the bottom 84%.
Oh.
And that should get back to
So yeah, what are you guys doing after healing up Shion?
Well, how is she on working the session?
I'll be playing as him.
Okay.
I was told information.
Yeah, you need to just remember to be like as much of
Yeah,
a weeb
I was
as you
told.
can be.
I was told information, so
Yeah.
don't worry.
I guess you all right there, Shion? Seems like you
Yeah, you
stumbled
know,
across
this chair,
something.
I guess like somehow it mutated itself and just really was hungry or something.
Seems like you took a beating. Do you often lose to chairs?
I may have possibly gained a new fear, but it's all right. We'll deal with this if the time comes. Just like one day I'll get over my fear of slimes.
I think the game might still be paused, but I could be wrong.
It
is.
doesn't matter. You guys don't need to move. Stay in the spot
I mean,
forever.
I don't remember anything we were doing, so...
I also don't see a map.
Why are you not there? I literally
Probably
activated
reload.
it for everybody.
Bucks,
well,
bro, your internet's too
Buck,
bad.
he's not. Well,
Oh,
Bucks
I think
isn't
it's 'cause you
actually
win.
here. Well, last time we,
Pull to see.
I think last time what happened is
No,
we
I
were
know.
figuring out how to do with the for a couple that doesn't remember. Last time we were solving that giant
Yeah, I
cross
Yeah, I
bow
know.
contraption, and then Shion got himself to deep shit.
Yeah,
So-
I just don't remember, like, the layout or anything. I mean, so, like,
Why is
where
it?
I would
I'm
go would
literally
determine.
clicking pull you to scene, and it's not pulling you there, which is very awkward.
Like, I just don't know how to
Here,
progress
let me just like
forwards.
reactivate it.
I just remember we were in, like, a big cavern type thing.
Oh my god, why is this thing being so stupid?
Sneak peek.
It's literally not letting me pull you in here, and I'm so confused as to why not. Pull to scene. If I put you at the top, can I pull you to scene?
Yeah,
Because normally this should not be an issue.
my download at home, Bucks, is like 50, and my up is like 13.
It's disgusting.
Um,
I'm so sorry.
and that's
for
like,
you.
that's in the capital city of my state. I do have mates who live in like the business district who get 1,000 up and 1,000 down, but that's because they pay like shit tons of money for it.
Yeah, fuck it.
Bugs,
This is
can
only
you
50
relog
bucks.
in? Because I don't know why it's not pulling you in.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, $50 for you though is like, 80 bucks for me maybe. I think I pay $60 a month for my internet.
Fucking rat bastards.
So that's probably like what, 43 or something for you.
Something like that, yeah.
But still, $7 difference for, 200,
That's some shit.
200%. That'd be nice.
So yeah, continuing on, you guys had just reloaded him. Preloaded. You had just healed him up.
Yup. And now we're glowing. What color is the glow?
I would say
Hey, Craft, how do I,
Mhm.
if I want to, how do I remove Aaron? Or are you the only one that can do that?
only I can.
Okay.
I don't know
Cool.
why. Okay, now you're in the scene. Okay.
Golden.
He's flying back. He's flying back into my.
Okay.
On my
I
shoulder
would
and
say
my
it's
bag.
probably just like a nice like whitish yellowish glow.
Okay.
Like
That
a little
fucking
sun.
map is, blacked out for me. I guess I gotta drag my ass there.
Yeah, you can't
Can't
see.
go through walls, bruv. You need to actually step your way through it.
We go through this way.
Wall, bruv.
I'm the only one that can make you guys go through walls.
Oh god, yeah, please do.
Just wait. We'll get spells.
You know, oh wait, you can't even see through there. You're not actually here, but yes. This is just so that he can see. Oh wait, I can actually just... Oh, I have an idea. I have an even better idea for today. So yeah, what are you guys doing while I'm configuring this right now? What are you guys doing?
What type of
Mary, did you find anything? Well, first of all, like, why am I glowing?
room is this? It looks like a
Bomberant,
dining hall or
Did
something.
you do something?
I mean, you're free to
Yeah,
investigate
I'm
the
going.
room.
It wasn't me.
Mm.
I just got here.
here.
Oh yeah,
Brought
did you
help.
find anything? Did you find anything exciting?
Found a bunch of gnomes asking for help. We'll see if they come
Ah.
over.
Okay, you should have Bomber's character now.
Is there any like moss or fungus or anything on the roof or the walls that could have like made the glow happen or something?
No, there's no moss or fungus or anything like that. Bucks, you should have owner permissions of Bomber's character sheet. So you should be able to maybe set yourself as Bomber to just see through those eyes.
Yeah, not gonna lie, don't remember what spells I have prepared currently, because clerics get the whole cleric spell list to choose from.
You currently have Bless, Command, Healing Word, Identify, Inflict Wounds, Searing Smite, Heat Metal, Hold Person, Magic Weapon, Spiritual Weapon.
Okay. I like how all of the bad ones are from my class, and I just can't change them. Is there like like a door out of here or anything?
I mean, it's just open hallways.
The door we came in.
That's right, Box. I can remember.
Bucks, are you able to look at Bomber's character sheet?
Yeah, I
Okay.
was moving like an idiot.
You're gonna just see Shion going through like all these caskets, trying to see what they are. Or sorry, the barrels.
I feel like he
Caskets.
would walk and like chop up every chair now. Like walk along and just chop every chair in the row.
You're gonna see him looking at all the barrels, kind of shaking them a little bit. You do hear a bit of a swishing sound in each of them. Some of them nothing happens, but in a lot of them there's a bit of a swishing sound. And as he goes around, you do see him like swing his sword underneath all the chair legs. Yeah.
Shion, I don't think that's entirely necessary.
Hey, you
But
never
it
know.
is
You
entertaining.
never know, you know. Some things they just work in groups.
Mm-hmm. Craft, when I started glowing, did I get any sort of like feeling or anything, or did I just
No, it just
suddenly
like
start
it was like
glowing?
right when you like reached into your bag to get the shot, something just like activated, and your hand at first started glowing, and it just spread throughout your body.
I would suggest it's like magic activated.
And
So I'm gonna-
and
okay.
for Balmrand, it was like when you like went to put your hands, because no, you cast Healing Word, correct? So, it's when you started,
Healing word,
so when you
yeah.
spoke the word, it like your mouth started glowing, and it just started emanating throughout your body.
So I'm
And that didn't happen when I was casting guidance at all.
No.
So to cast
Okay.
to check a hypothesis and also other things, and to have a little bit of fun. So when Shion's going around and chopping off all the legs, immediately after he chops off the legs, I'm going to go back to the chair and cast a mending on it and kind of fix the chair back up. Or I'm going to like take out my tools and just be like, this goes here, this goes here, this goes here, this goes here, and just like be following him around fixing stuff. Does anything happen as I'm fixing stuff? With
As
mending.
you start like mending the chairs after like Shion's like just swiping the chairs like you would swipe a person's foot. You don't notice anything like happening, not really, no.
It seems it does not get triggered by cantrips.
Maybe it's only healing magic that glows ourselves.
Perhaps. Maybe if we find any other foes in here, we can test some more offensive magic and see if it has a similar effect.
Maybe. I think we should go and talk to those gnomes that Neri found.
True, that's a good idea.
Neri, lead the way.
Sure. Yeah, they're I guess up of here. So what happened to the ones that were on the ballista? I didn't see what happened to those.
She was just chilling there. I told her I'd come talk to her later.
Probably go back.
Yeah,
and
she
see
was
what's up
pretty
with them.
useless.
Yeah, I did all of the work. So yeah,
But
she
you're
was
able
pretty.
to move the token, right? I think you should. You should
Not
have
extremely
everything.
helpful.
You should have everything, but
Is Craft as I walk. Oh yeah, she's still there. Cool.
yeah, you'll notice her like picking up the scraps of whatever like fell down from any attacks, but also she's like trying to get back to work to see like what what the fuck happened, why is it not working, that type of stuff.
All right. So I'm gonna tell her. I'm very intrigued by this machine. I will come back once I go and talk to the rest of the gnomes here.
If you're talking to the rest of the gnomes, please, I suggest you speak to our kings.
Will do. Do they wear crowns?
Yes.
Well, I got. Do I? How much do I know of gnome culture?
Make a history check.
Being half gnome myself.
Make a history check.
What is actually our quest here?
We're supposed to be finding a weapon of some sort that could help take down a dragon, and then any other weaponry or any other magic items we find we can keep.
Let's head to the. I'll ask the gnome where the armory is, if they have one, or if there are any weapons like here that would be useful against a dragon.
So, first to answer Arch, regarding how much you might know about gnome culture, I mean, you're half gnome, so you probably had some books, or your mother told you some things before her disappearance.
So I would easily be able to.
Yeah, you could probably know some stuff, I'd say.
I could easily figure
Yeah.
out
You probably
who like the kings
you
are.
know some stuff.
Yeah, you could probably figure out some stuff.
God damn it! Just leave.
Yeah, as for Bombrand,
Don't worry, I'm sure my internet will drop out at some point.
as for Bombrand, so you're asking her about an armory?
An armory, or if there's any weapons about that would be useful for slaying big, nasty dragons.
For that, you most
That's what we've
likely
been
will want to
tasked with.
speak with Fibblestib and Dabbledob.
Pardon?
Oh,
Amanda, some
that is
stupid
a
ass
D&D ass
names.
name.
But alright.
I mean, this
Fibblestib
thing seems
and
like it could be fairly useful
Dabble.
if we could get something.
And tickled nipple.
so
If we could
They-
get something like this in the village.
they
You'll have to teach me how to
are
make this.
in our clan. They are the two best inventors. So if anyone would know anything about weapons or that type of thing, they would be the ones to ask.
Alright, thanks. You really need to get this contraption under control, by the way. That was
Yes, I do apologize. I'm not sure what exactly happened.
I think I may
going
have
to be
fixed
looking
it.
at it.
I'm not sure.
I'm going to be looking at it and hopefully fixing it.
Yes, hopefully if we come back it's not shooting at us again. And if it is, hopefully I won't have to do all the work again.
You can see she's very embarrassed, puts her head down and starts like using a wrench and like looking at it, taking it apart.
hopefully the shots, whether or not they hit is determined by armor class and not a save
Never.
next time.
Never. Depends on the era. Alright. And I'm assuming after this you guys just keep going up?
Yeah.
Yeah, for now, yeah. I would like to come visit her later.
Yeah.
So which way do you
Doing
want to go?
whatever Bucks determines that I do.
It also
I went
depends
left
what
here.
the
but I didn't see a king.
Well, maybe the gnomes could take us. So you went this way?
I went to the left, yeah. But that just looked like there was a group of them.
Okay, well, let's go find them.
Dang, being able to walk through walls is so nice.
Oh yeah.
Fuck your DM privileges.
Yeah, fuck being able to look through the wall, know what's going on.
Just
Yeah, so
wait
these guys I found
until.
before.
I assume since you're all old that you guys have all played like in person and on paper before.
Not yet. I'm going to
Um,
next week.
Take
Yeah,
it
But
easy.
like when you're DMing and you like hiding the map, yeah, I have to tell my mates to like close their eyes so I can like pull the pieces of paper like off that are covering the map and shit, and like take off the like bottles of alcohol that are holding them down in different
Shit.
spots.
So yeah, as you enter this room, you notice there are 5 gnomes working in this room currently, and you do notice like there's a very kind of like nice smell, especially to Arch. It's like a very nice, familiar smell.
Gnomish cooking. Are any of you named Fiddlestib or Dabbledob?
You see them like looking at each other, and you're like, no, none of us are named Fibblestib or Dabbledob. They don't come over here.
Where
Well, where
are
can we
they?
find them?
They are in the far other side of our cave.
Oh, good God, Kraft, you monster.
Mhm.
We go to the far other side of the cave.
Very well. Can you
that-
give us
I
Can you
pro-
give us directions?
You're gonna want to go down. You're gonna go past. What's her name? You're gonna go past Factor. Then
She is.
Got the hoe on the crossbow
Is she
machine.
the one with the crossbow mechanism?
oh, you've met her. Yeah, that weirdo.
Yeah. Damn, these
Then
guys seem to really hate each other.
then afterwards, you're just gonna go pass down some more. You're gonna have to go over the bridge,
Alright.
and you'll be in the other section of the cave. You should be able to find them there, in their little.
Are you guys aware
workshop.
that one of your Are you guys aware that one of your chairs is quite dangerous and attacked people?
You see them looking at each other like, what?
This guy's high as a kite.
I don't know what you're talking about. We don't really know anything about that. We're kind of just in here cooking, minding our own business.
That sounds like
Mhm.
Speaking of
I
cooking,
will
do you mind
ask-
if I have a taste? I do appreciate what I know what they're making
Um,
and the smell.
make a perception check to see what they're cooking based off smell. They are currently making an anchovy pizza.
ew.
Cool.
Are there
I
any?
would ask if they have anything that would restore health. I'm looking a bit beat up.
Craft, are there any pizzas that are made already?
No.
Mm.
And also, they wouldn't want to give it to you.
That's okay.
Oh, I was just gonna pick one up. I was
This
just
is
gonna pick
in
one up and take a
wood-fired
piece.
ovens, which they would be presumably using. Take like 2 minutes.
You don't know that. You don't know that. Maybe they don't want to share. We don't have anything. If anybody has
Rude.
stuff, it's going to be Fibblestib and Dabbledob.
Okay. What is up these stairs? And I'll point to up the stairs. Sorry. Okay. What is up these stairs? And I'll point to up the stairs.
That's just a
Keep forgetting that
pantry.
I'm a robot.
By the way, do you guys have any idea why I'm glowing?
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah, same.
that's a fairly simple explanation. Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, guys.
Alright, you guys are useless. Let's leave.
All right.
I propose we go and find Fibble, Stib, and
Yeah.
Dabble Dickhead.
They seem to be the people, yeah, we're here for.
Uh,
God damn it. This map is awful.
really?
It's just big.
Imagine how I felt having to make all the walls for it.
Another benefit of playing online is you can't spill your whole drink over the entire map that I
I mean, I
cut
could.
and
It's called
pasted
spilling it on my
together using
computer.
duct tape and fucking
As
craft
you
scissors out
enter
of
this
15
room,
pages
Nary,
of A4 paper.
Yes.
you immediately hear. Actually, wait, I got to double check something about on your character sheet. You
What
hear.
my passive perception is.
You have those languages. This is room number that. Okay, you don't have. You hear someone call out to you, in a
Me?
language that you don't understand at first.
How do I know they're calling out to me?
Well, you're the first one coming into the room,
I
based
just,
off of
I just hear
however.
shouting, I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
yeah.
Okay.
And then afterwards,
I'll-
there's no response. You just hear, "Who goes there?"
How
it's-
Nary would I have understood this language?
I'm pretty sure probably would have. Yeah, you would have.
Is it Gnomish?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was literally just who goes there in Gnomish.
I'm gonna answer back in Gnomish. Friends.
Prove it. And you see
I'm gonna
that they
say
have, like,
no-
they have
I'm gonna-
crossbows at the ready, aimed at all of you.
Oh, they're shooting. They're shooting at.
They're not shooting at you,
They're-
but they
they're
are
aimed
like
at it?
ready to shoot.
I'm gonna say in Gnomish. We dealt with your crazy chair that was attacking us, and we fixed the crossbow thing.
They look at each other for a second. I'm going to need you to make a persuasion check.
Oh no! Oh no!
Are you not good at persuading?
Apparently, I'm fine.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey,
They're going to lower their crossbows. You dealt with the chair.
Yeah. That
So
may
to
or
you,
may
it
not
looked like
have
a
been
chair. To you, it all looked like a chair. You're just going to hear
Yes.
You're just going to hear Shion like grabbing his ribs like, yeah, it was definitely a chair. Definitely a chair.
With teeth.
Well, hopefully that was the only one.
Well,
Talking
he.
in Gnomish?
So one of them is in Gnomish, right? But you're mainly hearing everything. You're like, you guys are hearing everything from the one speaking in common.
Okay.
I guess I could switch to talking in common now.
I mean, what were they gonna do? Commit suicide by cop? Try and kill 6 of us? There's like, what, 5 people, 2 summons?
Are either of you?
That would be like so stupid.
Are
to
either of
even
you
try and
Fiddlestib
shoot us.
or Dabbledob? Dabbledob.
Eyes wide open, like, bruh. No, they're over the bridge, other side.
Ah,
how the fuck are we supposed to know, assholes?
so are you guys just guards then?
Yes, I'm Pog. She's Ula. We're guards.
Ooh,
We're here to stop the shape changer if it tried to come further.
No. Well, we took care of that.
Well, we killed it.
That's good. 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 That's good.
Have there been lots of them, or just the one?
I mean, we only know of one, but
Hmm.
you
Well,
never know.
we will-
If it can shape change, there could be more. We don't know.
Well, we
It's
will
already
be on the
taken
lookout.
like 3
The
of us.
bridge is in
It's already
the mix.
taken three of our kind.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Have you guys tested the table you were sitting at?
The what?
The table you guys were sitting at? I don't know. Just look at the map. Just make sure that's not a shapeshifter.
I mean, we've been sitting here for days. I think if it was a shape changer, it would have eaten us by now.
Also, do you two
They
know?
can be patient.
Do you two have any idea why I'm glowing?
Oh,
And
that's
don't
just
say magic.
Is this your first time
Nobody-
encountering ambient magic?
I believe so. Is it my first time encountering ambient magic?
Yep.
Make an
would-
Arcana check.
Yeah, I don't know if my mother would have used it at all or had anything to do with that.
Okay, it's a rare thing. It probably is your first time.
Yes, it is my first time.
So, here in Gnomengarde, the magic is kind of wild, as one might say.
Mm.
And so, occasionally, when someone uses a spell, some kind of effect may happen. Such as, and he points at both you and Balmrand, you start to glow. That one's fairly common. We see that happen a lot here. So it happens. There are other parts of the world where, this ambient magic effect happens. I wouldn't say it's common, but a few places here and there have this effect.
And how does one get rid of this glow?
It generally
may be
goes
rather
away after an
unfortunate.
hour or so.
Mm.
If not, you can always, some higher adventurers, generally when they encounter it, are able to remove it with a spell of their own.
I see.
Wouldn't casting the spell to remove it trigger the effect again?
I don't understand
Well,
the
I-
logic of it either, but that's just how it works.
Well, maybe if we leave and then cast it somewhere where this
I mean,
magic
if
isn't.
it's still annoying us once we leave, I can cast Dispel Magic. After a rest, I'll prepare it.
Okay, well, if I'm still glowing like
Hopefully it
if
should
I'm still
fade.
glowing like a lamp in the morning, I will come to you, Balmrand. I think we can be moving on and trying to find the gnomes we're looking for. So thank you very
These
much.
are not
Thank
the
you.
gnomes you're looking for.
Thank you very much for not shooting us. We'll
Well,
be
you've
on our
taken
way.
care of the shape changer. I mean, that's the least we can do.
As we're leaving, can I ask them, just like I'll point down to the left and ask what's down there? Well, I suppose
You're
it's
your
like
left.
to the left from our first person perspective, but on the map
Oh.
it's to the right.
That's just a ramp to come up here.
From where?
You're,
Oh, to come up to the guard post.
Yeah, to, like, where
Gotcha.
they are, 'cause
Alright,
they're, like,
good,
elevated.
thanks.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah,
No
as you
worries.
all exit
as
the
we're
room, Mhm.
as we're walking out, I will say to Neri, who's also Neri's not glowing. It's me and Arch, isn't it?
yes,
Mhm.
That you get used to glowing after a while, and I'll like knock on my chest. It's like all glowy from the inside, from the guts.
Not very sneaky, is it though?
No, but I don't personally rely on such tactics.
Maybe you should try sometime.
I don't think my frame is well suited to such pursuits.
Just leave
So
it
I
to
guess-
us, I think.
True. So I guess we're gonna go. Try to cross the
Maybe
bridge
I
now.
am better served as a distraction than a
Fair
agent
enough.
of stealth.
okay. So yeah,
Right
as
across
you come, wait,
Indiana
before,
Jones.
don't go all across it yet. So yes, as you exit the
Right,
room, you
the bridge
do.
is a mimic.
So, you find yourselves across a bridge right next to a waterfall. It's very loud. Can you all please roll perception checks with disadvantage?
Ooh.
I think I have a +5 to perception box. Oh, actually, I can just roll it myself. Never mind. Oh.
Ooh, that's rough.
Oh, let me.
I got a 19 plus. Wait, no, I got a 1 plus modifier. With
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
Like
so never
19.
mind. I got like a
Okay.
6.
So we got 10, 8, 11, and something very low. Okay. Okay. With that, you are all coming across a very old and rickety bridge.
Rickety cricket.
Does it look like it would
like it would what?
hold my weight? Hold my weight?
Find
I'm like
out.
300 pounds.
We will find out.
Oh.
As you go across one at a time, or however many at a
Is-
time you want,
Oh, well,
Whoa
first of
there!
all,
I didn't say I was going
first of
across yet,
all-
bud.
first
whoever
of all,
wants
how?
to. Mm-hmm.
Okay, first of all, how? So like this bridge is rickety, but like, what's wrong with it? Like,
I mean, the wood is like, I mean, it's older wood, especially being next to water for so long. It's definitely like
Mending.
moistened up.
Mending.
yeah. So basically, I'm gonna go up along, and I'm gonna like take this special like paste out of my bag and start like rubbing it across each of these.
Oh my god. I'm gonna need you to make an what's it called?
Yeah,
A-
each of these planks while using mending. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna need an acrobatics check as you're going across the bridge.
Oh, fun. Don't let me down. Do not let me down. It may have let me down.
It's not terrible.
You're able to get across somewhat okay. Maybe there were a few spots where
And
like one plank fell off, but like it's small and it's
the
somewhat
bridge
okay.
is now perfectly brand new because he mended the whole thing.
Yeah, as one of the pieces comes off, I reach down to catch it and kind of like put it back into place real quick. I'm like, ooh, don't want to lose that.
I feel like mending a whole bridge would take like an hour though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would take like a really long time to mend a whole bridge.
Okay. How about I as I'm walking across, and that one that kind of like I'm testing it out, and that one that falls, I'm like, oh nope, and then that one I use the mending on.
So just the
So
one.
any
He took off his boots and he casts mending, channeling it through his toes, and every plank that he touches gets mended by each step.
Sure.
Okay. Who is next?
I'll go because I weigh nothing.
I will
Alright.
go last.
Go ahead, roll your check. Same
And
acrobatics.
then I'm kind of after I get to the other side, I want to. How tall are these posts at the end of the bridge?
I would say that they're about like 6 feet, 6 feet. They're like pretty high up. Yeah.
I kind of want to try to jump up and sit on top of it if I can.
And fall in the fucking
Make
river.
an acrobatics check.
I'm doing it from.
How far?
I'm doing it from over here. So
Yeah, so go ahead, Neri and Arthur.
How far
make
is
your
the
acrobatics.
drop?
yeah.
It is
Acrobatics?
a 60-foot drop.
Jesus.
Okay.
Jesus.
Oh yeah. I guess I'm on top of the. I'm just sitting there like with my feet kind of dangling out, just waiting for people now.
So Neri, I don't know what problems you've had with heights, but you're like stumbling to get across this thing. You're like
Okay.
very nervous, especially like as you get to the center as it bows down. Even though it's not as big of a drop, but like just seeing like you're so much closer to the water, like something inside of you causes you to just panic for a little bit. and you just like panic inside. You start stumbling. Zakun has to like kick you off so that you don't like fall too much to one side. He's like trying
It's
to
the
balance you.
is it the Shrek and Donkey scene?
Sure,
Except Zakun is Shrek and Mary is Donkey.
sure.
Technically, I have advantage against being frightened.
Do you really? Dang.
I do. I'm
Fears.
brave.
I don't believe it. But you're able to get across somewhat okay.
Yay! I didn't fall in. That's all I want.
I cast guidance on Shion before he goes across.
He will take
So he can add a
He's gonna take it.
D6, I think.
Isn't guidance D4?
Might be a D8. Oh, that sucks.
Guidance is a D4, right?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it's
believe
D4.
so,
It
yeah.
would take me
Yeah.
far longer than it
Yeah,
is
it's
worth
D4,
to pull it up
okay.
on Google at the moment.
Yeah, it's D4. Yeah, so he will definitely take that. That
And
helps
I
a
will
lot.
cast guidance on myself, and then I will go across.
So he
And I will.
He gets to the center,
roll.
arms out, he's like enjoying the water. He's like, what a nice breath of fresh air. If only all the air in the world was as clean as this, and the water here. The water is clean because fish pee in it. Did you guys know that?
Oh my god.
And then he's gonna continue on. I can't wait for him to comment on that.
So we can all hear this, right?
Yeah.
I didn't hear any of it, so I'm gonna pretend that it was drowned out by the waterfall because my internet lagged.
I'm gonna take out a book and write down, Shion thinks pee makes things clean. Noted.
Go ahead, Bomber, and roll your acrobatics.
Noted for future.
I rolled a 19,
Okay. Somehow,
so with guidance, it's
Yeah.
a dirty 20.
so you somehow, with your heaviness, you've adjusted to being your weight. So you know how to like get over things that need to like be careful with your weight.
I'm also wearing full plate and have a big
Yeah.
shield, so I would be like 400 pounds probably.
Well, you're at like at weight of just
Well, I'm not
like
wearing full plate
equipment.
yet,
You're
I'm
at
wearing splint,
142 and a half of just equipment stuff. Yeah. So yeah, you
Damn,
definitely
how? What am I carrying, bruh?
real questions. So yeah, you've adjusted to like needing to be careful about your weight distribution. So you're able to just like fly through this thing, no problems.
That's definitely over carrying capacity.
Your
Right.
carrying capacity is 225.
Because he's
That is so unrealistic, bruv. What on earth?
you're a robot.
Alright, I'll take
Yeah,
it.
you're a robot, so it's like whatever.
Ooh, I do
yes.
not like what I see ahead.
And as you come
I
in,
don't
you
either.
just
I'm a
hear
slave race.
as you guys have
Oh,
crossed.
This doesn't sound great.
Do you guys think that
I will.
that might be something cool?
I'll take care of this again. Potentially, Shion, just stay back. So I'm gonna proceed with caution
As
towards
you-
this
There's
sound.
2 of them. Oh
As you
no.
enter this room, you see 2 giant spinning blades. Oh,
I do not see any giant spinning blades.
that's because Bomber needs to
I
move.
see the waterfall.
So for clarity's sake, no, Bomber. For clarity's sake, the top one, where is it?
Bucks, please no.
Spins. This one is spinning. No, where's my drawing tool? Where's my freehand drawing tool? This one is going this way. This one is going this way, just for clarity's sake. If that helps a little bit.
Are they like on a what's it called? Like, is there a pole that they're spinning on?
It's a little bit difficult to see because of the mist coming in from the water, but
Uh-huh.
I mean you're a tall guy. You do see that like in the center there's like a centerpiece that's keeping them there.
Is it made of
I am
metal?
going.
Blah, blah, blah. You aren't sure. Is it made of metal?
I mean, the blades are made of metal. Would it be a wooden pole that is like? I'm looking at the trying to discern the mechanism that is forcing them to turn. Like, are the cogs
Right.
made of wood? Are there people
Right,
like
I'd say it probably would
downstairs
be metal.
pushing a?
Yeah, I'd say it probably is just metal.
Okay.
These gnomes should have warned us about this.
They really
Hello?
should have.
I'm gonna shout in gnomish. Hello, is anyone out there?
No
Anyone
response.
It's getting
Are these
hot.
blades like in the ground?
Yeah, these
Like,
are on the
what's,
ground.
Okay, can't go under them.
No.
Whoever is the lightest, just go back across the bridge and ask the guards.
I can do that.
I will cast guidance on him as he goes to cross the bridge.
Thank
Okay.
you. Acrobatics again.
Yeah. Just in case.
Okay, let me see what I roll.
Okay, yeah,
I'm
you're
fine
good.
with
You're
that.
good. Yeah. You got through it the first time. You're good.
Yeah.
I don't think you'll have
Nope.
guidance on the way back, though, sadly.
No, but if I get over there fast enough, I can use it on if I need to persuade them. Hey, guards?
Yes. Is there a problem?
Yeah, there's some big spinning blades in our way.
Yeah,
Is
those
that
are
normal?
to help keep the mist out.
Uh-huh, they look very sharp. And how do we get around them?
There's a lever.
Yeah?
Yeah, just have someone use the lever.
Oh,
Okay. Levers on the right as we come in by the entrance?
No, it's on the other side.
Oh, well, that you can see that's not a. Okay, you guys aren't very helpful. Whatever. Thanks, I guess.
It's not that much of a problem, right? I mean, we're able to do it without any problem coming in from the bridge. Isn't everyone able to just be able to get it from over there?
I mean, do you throw a rock at it to trigger, or you do some sick flips to get over there?
No, I mean, we just let me find the thing.
Hey, Box, do you have Mage Hand, dude?
oh, I'm not here.
Yeah, Bucks is
God damn
not
it.
Fucking
there.
hell.
And is that prepared? Absolutely not.
It's a cantrip.
I don't see the stupid.
It's also like the
thing.
most useful cantrip in
Don't
the game.
worry,
Yeah,
I got
so
this.
Yeah.
we just have a little hand that we can conjure up and it can do whatever we need.
Magic bullshit. Okay. Well,
You
thanks
should
for
ask
nothing.
one of them to come over and do it for us, and we'll pay them a gold.
I
You know,
didn't think of that, so sorry.
Are you
Yeah, but when
coming
you
back?
come back and you inform us of this information, I will relay that to you so you can go over the bridge again and ask them to do it.
Don't worry, I got this.
Yeah, I was gonna say we have other ways to do this. So
I got this.
okay, so I'm gonna get back. Yo, they say there's a lever on the far side that we got to trigger.
I see. So can I see the lever?
yeah, like for split seconds between like the blades spinning, you're able to see where the lever is. It's like
All right.
it's right over there.
Curiosity,
Yeah, you guys
How
can see.
how high is the ceiling?
It's just like the ceilings in all the other rooms, so it's like 7 feet.
Is that enough for your little bat thing to get around?
That's my thought. I don't know.
Just launch the fucking
Hopefully.
grenade.
So I'm gonna send. Hey, I'm gonna tell. Hey, Aaron, can you go try to take care of that? So I'm gonna release him up in the air to go fly over. So I need that thing again. Hold up. It's in. Oh, I think it's on my sheet actually. Oh, I can just do this. Okay, so he's back. Shoot. What the heck? Now I'm on him, but I lost myself.
Box, why is Golos not here? Why are we doing the whole dungeon without Golos?
So that's because last session Bucks had to dip.
Uh-huh.
And so he wants to go flirt.
Yeah, and so in universe,
he could
Golos is
just,
busy
like-
flirting.
Yeah, in universe, he could have just like tagged along once he was done flirting. Surely.
Don't worry about things.
Okay.
All right. So can I not control? What the hell? Can I not control him?
You should be able to.
Oh, I'm clicking.
I think
measure.
you're on the distance tool.
I'm clicking. Yeah. Okay, so he's gonna fly over here.
I need him to make
And-
a deck save.
Oh, fun.
He's gonna die.
I cast guidance on the bird.
You have to touch him for this.
Yeah, I do it before he goes across.
Okay.
The bird has been fondled.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I gave him a little pat. I said, "Good luck, bud."
Okay.
Do I need guidance or does he make it?
I mean, you gotta. That's not how that works.
Yeah.
He-
Well, I'm saying, should I roll it or?
I would
Yeah.
do it just to be safe.
Yeah, just do it.
Actually, you
Oops.
take that.
I don't know why I rolled it twice.
You rolled the 4 first. I saw it.
Guess I rolled a 2, so 18. So 17 for the dex check.
As Aaron tries to fly through, the speed at which the blades are going at sends him back and slams him into a wall, causing him to take 10 damage.
Ouch. So
21.
PC 18 or higher dex save.
He actually saved. This is half damage.
Incredible.
oh, then I don't take any damage.
He
He
takes
has evasion.
Evasion,
yeah,
bro.
He has
just-
evasion.
Oh, he has evasion.
He has evasion.
You're...
Suck it, Craft.
Is it that I was thinking that only it takes no damage? Okay, yeah. So he just like slammed into the wall from this then.
Mm.
From the blades going
Huh.
so fast, it kind of just slammed him back, and he wasn't able to get
All
through.
right.
I
All right,
propose
guys.
we go get one of the dudes to do the mage hand and we pay him a gold for their trouble.
Don't.
You try to throw a rock at it.
No. Don't worry. Don't worry about it, guys. And I'm gonna concentrate real hard because I don't do this a lot. And I am going to poof myself. You just see me disappear for a second, just like surrounded in, I guess, just like fade out, and then I'm going to end up.
Oh no! Wait, sorry. I apologize. He is able to go through
Oh,
because he passed. He is able to go through. It was just he would have taken damage. Yeah, he is able to get through.
Oh.
It's just slightly
Well, then I
difficult.
okay. Then
I
I won't do
apologize.
what I was
Damn.
going to do.
I apologize for that.
Okay, then I don't use this. How do I get it back?
You can just like count it back. I think, just like
How do I
right
do
click
that?
or something.
No, you can just type the number in.
Manually edit
Yeah,
the
manually edit it.
amount. Yeah. I assume it's probably from Fey Touched, but
Yeah, once per long rest. So I don't
Yeah.
think I have.
I mean, I can
I
can edit it for you if anything, but
I'll just.
no, it
I'll
still
just,
says you can use
'cause-
one, so you're fine.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to. So now that Aaron can go, before that he's going to try to attempt to use this lever.
So he just like sits on it and it just goes down, pretty much.
I guess.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
just see just like, and the blades just like slowly come to a stop.
maybe we should have asked the gnomes if there was any other traps and shit after this. But I guess we'll find out.
That'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Yes. So I'm going to proceed to make my way through here very carefully.
Yeah, because they're not spinning anymore, right?
Yeah, they're stopped.
Okay, so we can just go
Yeah,
through. Okay. Yeah, gonna go through then.
Good thing I keep Aaron around.
True.
I feel like I need to make a witty comment, but I don't know what to say here.
Okay, now that I know that there's like traps and shit like this, can I be more like aware as we're walking through here?
Yeah.
Cool.
Can I? Okay, I can't do that. But
I am
Let's
actually
toss.
going to.
Mr. Bucks,
I'm actually gonna.
I want Bucks as goalless to please roll for a what's the thing I need you to do? Where is it here? It's a nope, not this. Where's the stupid thing? Should be strength, I believe. I will find it in a minute. Okay, you guys can keep talking while I look for what I need. Go ahead. Say whatever you guys need.
I can send Aaron ahead to make sure there's no other hazards along the way.
I mean, I'd be worried about like pressure plates and tripwires, which I'm not sure he's going to be the one finding or triggering.
Well, I could have him at least see if there's any more machinery.
Sure.
So I am going to. Okay, so
Okay.
I'm going to use before I send him, I'm going to use one of my magical tinkering to make him have a light that he can use to flash us in Morse code to communicate to us when he comes back.
Okay. Goalless, roll athletics for me, please.
Oh,
That's
God.
not good.
Oh no,
I
wait.
cast
You
guidance
have
on
you
the
have
bird.
your boots. You have your boots.
Goalless is not here.
I know.
Alright.
I hope you guys did a one-on-one roleplay session where you guys just flirted the whole time.
We did. It was delightful.
You have your boots.
Least horny D&D player.
Bet your wife.
I
bet your
fell in
wife was
love
real.
all over again.
Your wife was real. Your wife was real happy about
Yeah.
Well,
running like the Jake from State Farm commercial.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who
honey,
are you?
how
Who
was
are you
D&D?
talking to? Crap
Good,
from
I
D&D.
flirted with a
What are you wearing?
23-year-old
Crap
man the
from
whole time.
D&D.
There's reasons why that commercial
Oh,
makes things even
shit.
worse. That comparison makes things even worse. Okay.
I
As
guidance
you all
whoever's
enter, can
looking
you
for
all make
traps.
perception checks, please?
Hell yeah.
Whoever
I'm good
said
at
they were
those.
looking for traps has guidance as well.
I said I was.
Mm,
You have guidance. Now you have a mega check.
Okay,
You
yeah, I
have a
guess I'll roll
plus
guidance.
5 to perception, so I got a 19.
How much is
that
guidance?
wasn't a great roll on my part.
That's a D6.
D4. Oh, D6. Even better.
Okay, whatever. I have
I
a
thought it was a
26
D6.
perception.
Because blessed is a D4.
Kind of ridiculous.
Okay.
I have a character in another campaign that just has 20 passive perception.
So, Nary.
Yes.
Bumrund, what did you roll?
19? 18.
18. Okay. Nary. Once you guys kind of get out of those fans, the fans have stopped, you've gotten to this room, you start hearing this shuffling noise. It's very, very faint because it's from very, very far away.
Okay. I immediately go, everyone, shh. I hear something.
You just hear this shuffling noise.
Well,
Okay.
shit. I am going to prepare my slingshot.
But it's from very
By
far
casting
away.
Magic Zone.
It's
Do I
extremely
hear...
faint.
Okay, if I'm going to wait and listen for a bit, do I hear it getting closer at all?
You do hear it moving more towards you guys, yes.
Something's coming. Everyone get ready. Let's...
Hey, Nary,
But
should
it's
we...
still from a very far distance. It probably won't get to you for a bit.
Hey,
I'm
Nary, should
gonna
we
get
go...
up the front of the party and tell everyone to shoot over my shoulders, and I'm gonna bring my shield up and just kind of block the doorway. Take the dodge action.
Neri, should we go scout ahead or just wait?
Yeah, we can go ahead. We're the sneaky ones.
Oh,
Alright, I'll
well.
let them pass.
Oh
As,
well,
I,
I'm
as,
the
I
sneaky
look,
one.
as I
then.
look at myself, on second thought, maybe
Okay,
not.
I'll go ahead a little bit, and I'm gonna try to be sneaky about this.
I won't block the doorway, and I will tell Neri that if he runs into trouble, like, you can dash back, and I'll, like, step out and block the doorway behind you.
Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna keep Zakun behind. Okay. Do I need to roll like a stealth check? I'm guessing.
Go ahead.
I'm not actually super great at these, but I'm probably not bad.
Normal,
That's not
normally, I'm pretty good at it, but I'm guessing that I would probably have disadvantage. So, and even if I didn't, Arthur would have no idea what's actually going on. And seeing as I'm glowing, Arthur would be like, "Yeah, I don't think this is a great idea for me to try to be very sneaky."
You now
Unless
hear
And
some
I'll say keep
talking.
an eye out for traps as well.
You now hear some talking.
Okay.
And
As
you
I get closer,
hear a
I'm gonna get-
squeaky voice.
A squeaky voice. Okay.
A squeaky voice.
How far away? Okay, let's see. Oh wait, how?
Oh my god, I got a spoiler.
Yeah.
You know nothing.
1 sec. I need to look something up.
I have
Damn, you
my
guys are too
thing
far away.
prepared.
Whatever. Okay, I'm gonna peer around the corner then. I guess, yeah, I don't see anything. Move up a little bit more. And at the entrance here, I'm gonna pause and I guess, yeah, try to get like a better look at this room in here. So I
You
the
hear
shuffling.
two people speaking with someone a little bit out of view. Sir,
Okay.
what is it that you want?
Did it say that to me?
No, they're not talking to you. It's someone like out of view.
Okay. Okay.
From like a
I'm gonna
different
wait and
entrance.
listen.
Sir, is there something that you're looking for here?
Fuck you. I'm trying to find my friends.
Oh God.
I'm not sure who your friends are, sir.
Help me!
Okay, at this point, I'm gonna hop out and say, "Yo, what up, guys?"
You lied, you assholes.
So I'm gonna shout back, "Guys, Dolus is here!"
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'm gonna walk up this way then.
My hands are
Yes.
on my knees. I think I'm gonna die.
I also come down to the room.
I don't know what happened with.
Why does Shion not snap to the grid? That pisses me off.
Well, that's
Every
because
time
I
he
can
does
move
that.
through walls. Oh, wait. That's weird. Wait, what
Oh,
the
Gallus?
heck? Golis, you missed it. There was this chair,
or whatever.
and like it had teeth on it. It was so interesting. You good, buddy?
No.
You just like see these two gnomes very confused. Are you all friends?
Yes.
They
Are
said
you-
my name.
And what are
More
you
or
all
less.
doing here? Exactly.
Do either of you happen to be named? Are you two happen to be Fiddlestib and Dabbledob?
I'm Fibblestib. I'm Dabbledob.
Have you guys heard of the dragon that's been terrorizing the people of Phandalin?
I mean, it's hard to not know that there's a dragon in the area, yes.
Well, we were heard that you guys might have some inventions that might happen to be able to help us out. Say, what are you working on here? And I go like over because I'm guessing they have like crap all out, and I'm like trying to peer at what all their stuff is.
And seeing you
I'm
like
very
immediately like get all up in their business, you're gonna see them like start like moving everything like into a giant pile, trying to block it off and hide it.
am looking into their forge longingly.
I'm
gonna say I'm gonna say in Gnomish to them. It's okay. I'm somewhat of a scientist myself, and I take out Aaron to show them.
You know, if you look at you, you kind of do look like Willem Dafoe. If you look at his hair.
Yeah. And I take out I take Aaron out to show that to them.
Look, we have a problem here, and we're trying to currently solve it. So if you don't mind, we're a little busy at the moment.
What problem do you have?
I'm sure us 5 heavily armed, armored, and knowledgeable adventurers might be able to help you out if you weren't such a fucking dickhead about it.
We
let
look
someone
at
else do the
this.
talking.
Look at this lawful good character using words like dickhead.
Yeah, bro. Lawful good doesn't mean no swearing.
I don't know, man.
We've already. I'll say
I'm
we've
not
already.
a goody two shoes.
You
I
should
just
be.
follow the laws.
I'm
and
gonna tell them.
enforce
Well, we've already dealt with the shape changer and the renegade crossbow in the entrance.
You dealt with the
So-
shape changer.
Yes.
You're just
It
gonna
was a
see
chair
them.
with teeth.
You're gonna see them like grab out one of the pieces of paper that's in the pile, just start ripping it up. Well, there goes that. That was a waste of 3 days.
Okay, so the paper was ripped up.
Yep.
Where is it on the ground now?
Yep.
I'm gonna pick up the pieces, kind of brush it off,
I think
and
we're kinda
cast
written
mending
stuff.
and see what it is.
Does mending actually work on written stuff?
I mean, you could just put the paper
It's-
on the table and not
can
even
you
It's a piece
send-
of
mend it.
paper.
Can you send mending in chat?
I
Yes.
think that might
And
be like
just,
a
like-
specific thing it says you can't do.
You can.
Well, it
you
says
could
as
just
long
like
as the
line up the
breaker tear is-
bits.
Yeah, you can line up the myths. That like I could.
Have you ever put like shredded documents back together? That shit is so annoying. But it is
So
definitely
can repair a
doable.
single break or tear in an object you touch, such as broken chainer.
Oh, it's a cantrip. Cast it over and over again.
Yeah.
As you say, yeah, mending is fucking broken as shit. But it does take a minute, so it's not like you can just rapid fire do this.
So, I guess I'm
so
trying to.
you can see that it's like the initial plans to build a quote unquote sanity ray.
This is very interesting.
Can you not look at our work? Ever heard of privacy?
Sorry, I'm just very intrigued by this. So, Craft, can I see what they were like trying to use to make this insanity ray, like, or
Yes. Make
like what they were
a-
using to try to power it or whatever?
Yeah. Damn. Go ahead, make a blah blah blah. This would probably be inventing. This is so weird. I'm gonna go with Arcana because I feel like that's the most. That's the thing that makes the most sense.
While they're all fiddling with the paper, I will ask them what their problem is that they're trying to solve.
So, as you
If
say,
they're willing to divulge that much.
as you say that, you're going to see the other one, Dabbledob. She's going to pull out her piece of paper, and she's like, "Your sanity array is stupid. I told you my straitjacket is a better idea to help cure King Korboz." You see, he kind of went mad because of the shape changer. He started saying that there's like a shape changer on the loose, and he kind of went mad.
Alright, we killed it.
Still have to cure him.
So, Craft, do I know from that
So-
rule what they were?
For
what he was trying to do with
it
the
I mean,
sanity.
with this plan, it doesn't look like there were actual like laid out engineering like, parts and pieces and everything. It was just like, here's the sanity ray. Here's what it will do. It's like my steps to greatness. It's like the Gru meme. Step 1, build sanity ray. Step 2, cure King Oz. Step 3, everything goes over, like the Gru like presentation meme pretty much.
So I'm looking at. I'm like,
So he was like trying to make a presentation pretty much of how this would work.
this isn't so much of a plan or an invention as it is an idea.
Well,
Let's see who
I mean,
sneeze.
making it for the first time, I have to figure out all the logistics.
Who's the other ones? So this
So that's
what's that one's
Fibblestib.
name again?
So Fibblestib is the one who
Oh.
wanted to do the sanity ray.
Okay, and the straitjacket was
Dabbledob.
Dabbledob. Do you have any sort of plans with your straitjacket?
Yeah, so like you can see that this one's like actually sketched out. It's like a jacket and it like ties behind the back so that way like the person can't like injure themselves or anybody.
What is the plan for the jacket made out of? Like what's it tie on the back with
Well, you ever been arrested before?
it? No.
Me neither, luckily. But from what I understand, right? They have these things that like you can tie people up with. We could just use those.
Mhm. So looking at the plans, do I know do I see what they had like drawn up to use for tying them up?
I mean, it does look like what you guys fought the bandits on the first day.
Mhm.
And it does look like the thing that would tie up at least the hands, it does look fairly similar to what the wardens used to tie up those people that they took in.
Mhm. So what's the material? Does it look like it's made out of?
It
Is
looks
it like rope or
so it looks like
would it be metal?
reinforced rope. So it's like a lot stronger rope.
I
So that
can
way it can't
probably
just-
just save us some time by taking a long rest and casting lesser restoration on this dude.
This it's an interesting idea, but I think you might want to make a little bit stronger of reinforcement out there to
Well,
make
it's
sure
not
that he definitely
just
can't
rope,
come
it's
out.
like really reinforced rope is the idea. That's the basics of it.
Maybe if you added some. So I'm gonna start talking in technical to this gnome about. Well, maybe if you tried doing this or this and
Shion's
this and
gonna
this.
like come up and he's like, I bet if you took some animal cloth, tie that up, it'd be really strong. That's why you can't kill animals sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But does the gnome say anything?
They're just looking at him like, who is this guy? Who
I'm
are
gonna-
these
I'm gonna-
weirdos that just came in here and are criticizing our ideas?
Well, I'm not criticizing. I'm like trying to work at stuff, and then I talk to him in Gnomish. I say, "This one thinks that fish's pee cleans the water."
Yeah, well, I mean, we've heard of people that think the Earth is flat, what do you mean? And like you just hear the So Dabbledob says like the Earth is flat. Dabbledob just said that people think the Earth is flat, and she specifically looks at Fibblestib, and Fibblestib is like, "You really want to argue about the whole round Earth conspiracy now again?"
Jesus.
Well,
I'm
maybe
gonna-
you should take us to this king of yours, and then we can talk about any sort of inventions that might help deal with this dragon. Have you worked on any sort of weaponry?
I mean, we've made a few things here and there,
Do you have any samples I can take
but
a look at?
we've given them all to the kings.
Oh, and they're the ones that are insane.
Well, only one of them is insane. The other one's trying to help the other. King Korbaz is insane. King Nurgle... Wait, Nerkly is fine.
Mhm.
Nerkly
And
is fine.
you didn't give him these weapons to use on the other king,
No,
did
no,
you?
this was before they went insane.
You said they.
He went insane.
I see.
He,
Well,
he,
maybe
they,
you should
he,
take,
they, he, they.
Pronouns, bro. Yeah.
maybe you should take us to these kigs.
Well, we want to work some more. So all you're going to do, you're going to go down the hall. Throne room is right there. You're probably not going to find them there, so you're going to go to the other entrance. First right after you get out of this room.
Say,
Right,
there don't happen to be any more traps or giant fans or anything, are there, on the way that we have to be worried about?
Traps or giant fans?
Or anything dangerous that might randomly cause harm that we should know about?
I mean, not that I know of. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's some creature out there, but I want to know.
Creatures we can deal with.
Yeah, other than that, not really.
I go
And
up to the gnome that is not speaking to Arch,
Okay.
and I ask if the king, if the king's madness seems to be like a condition in the same way that like being frightened or charmed is.
Frightened, charmed. These are all very adventure-like terms. I'm not sure what they all mean, but it does seem to be that he saw something and it spooked him, and this is what caused him to go somewhat.
And like, what type of behavior is he like demonstrating?
Well, he just won't stop talking about it.
Bitch.
Okay. Well, I mean, I can cast Lesser Restoration on him after a 6-hour like rest. And if that doesn't work, then he's like mentally insane.
I think what he specifically said was the rug attacked me, is what he was saying.
Alright, let's go chop off his rug then.
But other than that,
Whatever. I won't cast Lesser Restoration. Waste of time. Move on. Let's go.
Alright. So, yep, gonna move this way. This is the way they told us to go, right?
I knew. Okay.
Which way did where did they tell
They
us to go
said
then?
you can go all the way down, but they're not there, or you could just go first right.
Left. First right.
First right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know now Bucks has 2 characters to control.
This I can see this door, right?
Yeah.
Make a note to come back to door later.
Come on, stupid thing.
Am I still glowing?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you Goals, when you saw them, you just noticed that Arch and Bombrand are just glowing.
Okay, so
More
I
than
come to this
usual.
door. I am going to knock on the door.
No one's here. And you see,
That's convincing.
I
Arch
specifically
and
heard
Nary.
you answer.
Arch and Nary, can you make perception checks as well? As you heard that answer.
Dolphinly, yeah.
That's fucking bullshit.
Ugh.
I cast Guidance.
Oh,
Nary, you
Yes.
hear some muffled screaming from inside.
Oh, that's fun.
we can clearly hear you.
What the hell?
If you're the shape changer, we don't want any trouble. Just
Oh,
leave
we
us
killed
alone.
the shape. We
We'll-
killed the shape
It's
changer.
okay. We don't want anything.
Yeah, but we do.
If you could unlock the door, we could come in and help. There are a few of us here. We've dealt with the shape changer. It was a chair with teeth on its legs.
Make a persuasion check.
I hate these.
I cast guidance.
How do you guide him?
I put my hands on both of his shoulders and I say, they're clearly crazy. Speak like a crazy person.
We're gonna need this. Hey,
The D6.
that is a D6.
It's a D4.
Yeah. Guidance, are you sure?
Yeah, guidance is D4.
For sure.
Yours is D4.
Oh yeah, it is a D4,
So-
my bad. Oh well, it's a
So I
4
guess
anyway.
I get a 10 for persuasion.
Yeah, that's kind of hard to believe. Chair, look. Korbaz said that it was a rug. I don't think it can become a chair. I mean, so
Bro, it is a shape changer. They change shapes. It's in the name. They also, have they ever spoken to you historically? I'm saying this through the door.
look, we want no trouble, please.
Bro, just
Just trying
answer
to help.
the question. Have they ever spoken to you before?
How should we know? We're not gonna try to talk to this thing.
Exactly.
And
Maybe it can talk.
this thing
we
would have
wouldn't
tried
know.
talking to you.
Is there a keyhole in the door?
Is the door locked? Have we even checked?
It is locked.
Okay.
If there's no keyhole, is there a gap under the door through which I can see at least one of their feet?
There is a keyhole.
I look at the party and say, quietly, should I just cast command and tell one of them to open the door?
I mean, do we want to... I feel like we're getting off on the wrong foot here.
I mean, I can get
Well-
in there. I can get in there, and I take out my lockpicks.
Well, breaking and entering the same thing, too. I mean...
Get in there all nice and deep black.
Yuck.
We go around the long way.
Alright, I will ask them, what can we do to win your trust so we can come in and just have a chat? We're trying to
Just
help.
go
We've
and
been
kill
tasked
it.
to help by the people we already
We
have. It's a
did
dead
kill it.
dog. We've already
Bomber,
killed
go
it.
ahead and make a persuasion roll.
Okay. 3 minus 1 is 2.
Jesus Christ.
You guys aren't really convincing here.
Okay, I asked the question that I asked was, what can we do to win your trust? You asked us
We
to kill
just
it.
said,
We've already
go
killed it.
kill it. Just kill it.
Okay,
Wait,
we're gonna go kill it.
Let's go get the
Alright.
corpse and throw it at the door. Nail it to the door.
I mean, we don't have to get the corpse. Let's just go get a chair, break it, and, like, bring it back to them and say it's good. We just leave and come back and say we killed it. I mean, these
What,
guys
just
are
keep
fucking
trying to
crazy.
convince them.
Yeah. And then after, if this doesn't work, we can just do your thing and command them to open the door.
I mean,
Or
I could just try to command them to not be crazy.
All right. I want to go up to the door.
I've given up. I'm not a charismatic robot, and I have walked back to the hallway. I'm out.
I'm gonna knock. See if there's any answer.
By the way, for command, you need to be able to see them, and you guys can't see them.
Yeah, that's why I asked if there was a gap under the door through which I could see one of their feet.
What goes?
I'm gonna knock on the door, see if I hear anything.
What do you guys want? Leave us alone.
Oh my
Leave us
god,
alone.
Let us in.
these dickheads, bro.
Leave us alone. Shape changer.
Okay, I think it's... We tried being nice. Let's be forceful.
I'm gonna try to.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
try
could
to
try
block
and investigate the throne room first, see if there's anything going on in there, and then
Wait, are they able to see us?
No.
Where
Come
was
back.
this? Where was this rug that attacked you?
yeah, it
I
might
can-
be
In the throne room.
Alright, let's go.
All right, no,
Hey,
wait,
we
wait,
should-
wait, wait, wait. I'm gonna come here. I can make a minor illusion of it.
Well,
I mean,
we
or
should
we
probably
just go-
we should probably deal with it anyways.
It's not our fucking issue.
Let's just go chop a
Well-
rug up and bring it back to them.
Crap.
These guys are
I mean-
Do
insane.
I have my spells back or no?
It's still the same day, so whatever spells you guys, so whatever you used during the mushroom, it's still that same day. So no.
Damn it.
So if you used all
Well-
your spells then, you don't have anything right now.
I think we should go. I think we should go take care of this rug as I load my sling.
Okay.
Let's go burn it to the ground.
Okay, by rug, does he mean this big thing on the floor here?
Wait.
I would say that it was like a smaller rug closer to the top where their chairs are.
And we see it.
I don't have a visual for it, but like that's like where you can assume it would have been.
Version.
But it's not there.
You don't see anything there.
I would like to skip a rock across the ground and see if anything happens.
Would like to do the cha-cha.
Okay, roll an attack. Yeah, make an attack roll for that.
With my magical stone.
I'm gonna check what the spell Identify does, because I feel like that might be helpful.
Okay. 7. Jeez, fuck, +6. Okay.
Does anything happen?
Nope.
I walk in.
Well, seems like it might be safe.
Okay.
Cast magic stone
And I
again.
start banging my shield with my metal fist, making
You
clangs.
just see like the walls
saying,
start reverberating.
Here, mimic, mimic, mimic.
You just see the walls start reverberating.
Go standing here
I
in this corner.
see the walls reverberating. Oh my god, the whole chamber is the lungs of a mimic. We're fucked.
How high is the ceiling?
7 feet. It's all the same. It's very short.
All the same.
Shit ass throne room. Shit ass throne room.
I'm going
Hey,
with
these are
vampire.
gnomes. They're small.
I'm going on
These-
the roof.
Okay.
Are these like pews?
Pews.
Chair benches?
Like church pews.
Church benches.
Oh. I think those are supposed to just be archways.
Oh, okay.
I walk out and be as obvious as I can with my glow and my shield banging, and I say, "Get over here!" And I want to try and attract anything that is in the chamber.
Nothing happens.
Alright, let's leave.
I am going to go up here.
Okay.
Guys, I may regret this.
Sit on the
And,
chair.
I'm gonna go sit on this throne.
I'm gonna follow him, and I'm gonna have my hammer raised above my head, ready to smack anything that tries to grab him.
Sit on the throne.
I'll walk along the ceiling and I'll be right here.
Yeah, you just sit on the throne. You don't feel worthy. But nothing happens.
Okay, I'm gonna try to move to the other throne.
Let's
Oh, maybe it was the other one.
Still don't feel worthy. Nothing happens.
Well, I think we may have dealt with the shape changer already.
Guys, obviously, Shion says, the shape changer is the fire.
Is he
Why
Guys.
don't you go touch it and find out?
Guys,
He
what
starts
if one
looking
of us
intently at it.
is the
Guys, I
shape
think
You
he's
know what?
attacking me. My eyesight.
Can I look around the room and see if anything looks suspicious?
Go ahead, make a investigation check.
Don't be
It's
suspicious.
D&D.
Don't be suspicious.
Goallus is already the shape changer. Ooh,
Yeah.
natural 20.
You
Hey,
find.
where's the mimic? Where is the mimic?
You find
Nothing.
next to the thrones.
Okay.
This statue here is able to be moved.
Alright. I'll go over. I'm gonna flip off the ceiling.
Go ahead, make acrobatics.
Phase
Do this with
plant,
disadvantage.
phase
This is
plant,
7 feet.
phase plant.
It's only 7 feet, though.
Yeah, that is
So
you went face first. I'm gonna need you to take let's roll this.
It'd be 0 damage because it's per 10 feet.
He face plants. I'm gonna have you take 1 damage. You just face plant.
that's fine.
5
I'm gonna
damage.
go.
Oh, Bombrin, the statue can be moved.
I move the statue.
Your voice sounded
I
almost
got-
normal there.
I'm
So yeah,
fed
Xian's
up
also
with this
go-
mimicry shit, and I
Xian's also gonna go there
shoulder
and help
charge
you
the statue.
move the statue to reveal that underneath it
There's nothing.
there is a secret passageway.
Son of
Secret tunnel.
I don't think
I
you guys can
jumped
see
down
that.
the hole.
Can you guys see that now?
Yeah, we can see that.
Lead the way with your bright lights, Bomrend.
Yes, I am glowing. I've been doing my skincare, and I'm at the head of the pack.
So, yeah, go ahead. Who's in front?
Me.
I guess Bomrend. And then I'll go,
Yes.
Xian probably
There,
will also be.
oh,
Oh.
him and Shion, and then I guess I'll jump down.
Take up the rear.
So as you get through, it's not a very long tunnel. But at the end is another door. Whoever is in front, so Bomber, you can. Oh,
Me.
Golas. Yeah. So Golas, you can click on that to open it.
Check for traps first.
No traps.
the button to open and close isn't there for me.
Nice.
Do you guys
I
see that
also
button?
am not in Forge
No, I can't
at
see the button.
all, so
I don't see a door or anything.
Okay.
Damn it, Craft. It's a pervert.
You see a gnome sitting in this chair, currently tied up and restrained.
All right, help the man.
And
Help
you kind of do see him like have a sock in his mouth currently.
Hello there!
Kinky shit.
How did you all get in here?
We moved the statue.
who's saying that? He's got a sock in his mouth.
There's another one.
One over here.
Oh, I can't see.
Oh, I moved in because.
Yeah.
I guess
Why is this guy tied up?
Because
the
he's
ones
gone
that mimic.
insane. So I had to.
Well-
So we decided to restrain him in the meantime, while our scientists could figure out what to do.
They don't seem to be.
Why is it not?
Are you the one who
Extremely
wouldn't let us through
useful.
the door? Because if so, you're also
Are you the crazy
insane.
people that kept claiming to have killed the mimic, the shape changer?
Yeah,
Well,
we
we did kill the
It's dead.
shape-changer.
Yep.
You didn't
It's
sound
dead.
very convincing when you kept saying this.
Well, now we're here in person, and we're more convincing.
As you can clearly see, we are not shape changers.
And
How do
like
I know
I will
that your
show
little-
that I am damaged,
little thing
and I
down
will...
there isn't the shape changer, and you're allied with it.
Whoa, listen.
And he's
This
pointing
guy's-
to
Because we would have
Cocoon.
already killed you if we wanted to.
How do I
But
know this
I'm
isn't
a
some
nice-
foreplay to your meal?
I'm a nice man. I'm a cleric of Gorm, bro. And I'll do like a little guidance or some shit. I'll do a little magical fizzle with my fingers. I'm a good dude. And I'll show
know
him my
what?
little amulet of Gorm.
He does that. I'm gonna go, would a mimic do this? I'm gonna start dancing awkwardly.
Make a performance check.
Would a
go-
mimic
I am going to.
Bust it down.
I'm going to real quickly take something out of my bag and put a spot and make a spotlight and put a spotlight on Gallus as he's dancing.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna click a button and a spotlight's gonna come out on Gallus. Oh, Gallus.
Well then, I guess not. I don't know.
I take the sock out of the man's mouth.
Put it back in.
Hey, it's all right, brother. We're here to help.
Kill
We've killed the
that
mimic.
rug.
Yep, we did.
when we killed it, it was a chair, but
Nah,
it's dead.
it was a rug, and I'll like nudge it. I will
No,
nudge.
it was a rug. Yes, we
Yeah.
killed the rug.
Yeah, it's dead. Yeah, we
You guys-
burnt it to a crisp, and the ashes. Yep, we chucked them in the waterfall. It's gone ski.
One second. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, what the heck? That's weird.
Oh, whoa.
Okay. Well, so the one that wasn't restrained originally. Well, in that case, thanks, I guess. Sorry about being weird. It's just we've been on edge since it, ate some of our brethren. So
Yes, we're sorry to hear that.
it's just been a little it's been a weird week because of that. You're gonna see him go underneath the bed, and he's going to pull out two things. It's not much, but as an apology, I hope this can help. And he hands you a hat and a wand. Who wants to take them?
What kind of hat does it look like?
What kind? Yeah, what does the wand look like? What do these do? I'm gonna, I guess, pick up the
From
wand for
what
now.
we were told from Fibble, Stib, and Dabbledob, they are both having to do with magic.
Wow.
Okay, let me
Really?
find the things, okay? I have to find the cards.
By God, it's magic.
To find
It's
the
a hat of
cards.
disguise and a wand of magic missile or something.
I have to find the things, okay? So apparently, from what they said about this hat, if you're able to cast magic, sometimes you're able to cast spells that you don't know. And as for the wand, it allows you to shoot out beams of light.
Do these beams of light do damage? Do they hurt
I'm
things? Or do
not
they just...
sure personally. I mean, I've never used it. I've never really had to use. I've just had it here as a just in case type of situation.
We can ask Fibble, Stib, and Dabbledob,
Yes.
the Teletubbies
I would
or
like to
whatever
hold
the
on
fuck.
to it. I would like to hold on to this for now as I take the wand. Gallus, this hat might be useful for you.
What does the hat look like? What type of hat is it specifically?
Oh, I hope it's
Like
a
a
pointy,
fez
pointy
top
wizard hat.
looks,
or like a
Trilby.
dunce hat?
Trilby.
D&D,
Fedora, milady?
it looks like I'm gonna. The what's it called?
Like a Santa Claus hat?
Oh, ho ho, motherfucker.
You know the Harry
These are-
Potter hat?
Yes.
Sorting
The
hat?
sorting hat?
Yeah, it looks like that.
Success.
But it has like a couple stars on it.
Well, sounds like Mike.
Wow, it is really the stereotypical wizard hat. Is it really small for Golus's fat head because it's made for a gnome?
It's
Feels like
actually
a-
normal size. It looks very big compared to the gnomes.
Oh, okay. Well,
Now,
we
Um,
should
how
ask
does it
Fibble
exactly
Stib
work?
and Dabble Dob about them. You will have to identify it over arrest, my brother.
That's right.
So
Or I can cast
okay, I guess we
Identify.
will go. I guess we will go and visit with, back with
Fibble's
those two gnomes.
And
I'm gonna
Dabble
ask the
Dob.
one that seems sane in gnomish. Well, okay. Does anybody else speak gnomish in our group, or just me?
I believe you're the only one.
Excellent. So I'm gonna ask in gnomish. A couple things. Do you guys know anything of a gnome that lived around here for a bit named Nyx?
Very confused as to why you just changed languages, but he will go with it. He just naturally responds, "Nope, never heard of her."
Also, oh, well, I'm kind of disappointed. Also, do you guys have any sort of secret forms of writing that well, can be hidden, and then if you use something, can identify this writing? As I kind of like go up to him, kind of hiding it from the group. I take out one of a journal from my bag and kind of like flip to this page that looks blank, but I'm trying to hide it from everyone else.
Right, right. Shion will try to peer at what you're doing, though. Okay.
Wouldn't it just be passive versus a sleight of hand or something? But depends how you want to do it.
Depends, yeah. I mean, we don't have anything like that. I'm not really sure how to help you there.
Do you know of anyone that might? God, I gotta keep looking at these names.
I mean,
Fuck these gnome names.
maybe Dabble Dob and Fibblestib might, but they might not. This doesn't seem to be something gnomish. It seems different.
Well, thanks for your help.
Mhm.
I'm gonna put it back away in my bag and carry on in common now. Can we exit through the main door now?
Yes, and he'll like unlock the door and open it for you guys.
Thank
I
you.
asked him if he's going to untie his brother.
We're married.
Oh, well,
There's one bed there.
I missed that detail. Yeah, I'll ask him if he's going to untie his partner.
Yeah, yes, I will. And while Arch was doing this, he was being untied.
Well, maybe he'll leave him tied up. Maybe that's what they're both into. Maybe there was no mimic and this is just a roleplay.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright, let's
Anything
leave these weirdos to their bondage. Happy Pride Month, fellas.
It's not anymore. As of today, you're a day too late.
Well, for him, it's
True.
2 days too late.
Oh.
Yeah,
They
it
have
is,
Pride-
it is too. This way,
Is
but-
Pride Month the same month in Australia, or do you
yeah,
have a
it's in
Pride Month?
June.
Why would,
Okay.
why would it be different?
Do we have a Pride Month? No, we hate gays here, mate.
I don't know.
Yes, we have a Pride Month.
I mean, it could just be an American thing. I mean, it's a fair question.
That just killed me.
But yeah. Okay, what would you guys like to do?
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, let's
Talk.
leave. Let's. Oh, actually, we got to talk to Fibble, Stib, and Dabble Dob.
Yeah, you guys' favorites.
Dumbledore and Bigglesworth.
Dickweed. Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh,
we can
I
go through
man.
this door.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I should probably.
I can't go through that door.
So
Dang, it's almost
this
as if
door
it's
is locked.
Yes, that is
This door is locked.
That is
I'm
correct.
going to. I'm going to try to pick the lock.
I cast
Just for
guidance.
the meme.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
I don't cast guidance because that's naughty behavior. No, I would frown at you for doing it.
There you go. Lawful
There's
good.
the lawful good.
Boys, we found the lawful.
But I'm also really fed up with the whole mimic situation, so I care less about the gnomes. I would ask if you're just gonna like take a look inside, or if you're like aiming to, steal anything, or what's your goal here?
I'm just trying to take a look inside.
All
How
right.
good is our sense of space? I mean, would we know that just leads back in?
You hear a click as you use your tools to open the door. And you just see a pedestal with a book open.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to the book. And what language is it in? I'm gonna try to read it.
By the way,
Stay
as
on
you
the
come up,
eye out for traps, boys.
as you come up, you are noticed by Fibblestib and Dabbledob.
Ah,
Because this is only like, a little bit above where they are.
I see.
Can I help you? Why are you up there?
Oh, for the king.
The
and
kings
we just
gave us a key. Yeah, we sorted out the issue. He's not insane anymore,
Right.
and he gave us this fancy wand and fancy hat as a thank you. Well, they gave us this fancy wand and fancy hat as a thank you.
Okay.
And instructed us to ask you what exactly they did because they weren't sure.
Okay. Well, come down here. Use the normal entrance. Don't go through there.
Okay.
sorry, we're new here. I want to take. I
A
would
quick
like to take
glance.
a. Can I take a quick peek at the book?
Yeah, so it is currently
Yeah,
open.
I was covering for you so you could read the book.
So it's a quick glance. You see it's written in the pages that it's currently on are in Gnomish. And bless you. And it pretty much just describes it's talking about like the ambient magic that you guys were told about earlier, and how like this area is just full of like ambient magic that when magic is cast, some random effects might happen and like what noticeable effects they've seen. So like the main ones that people have talked about are people's skins turning blue temporarily, light coming off of a person temporarily, gaining wings of a butterfly temporarily, and
To scale?
randomly teleporting.
No, not to scale. They're just these tiny ass wings.
And then sometimes, very rarely, there are other effects. And so that's what's open on the page that you see.
Yeah, let's just not cast any magic ever.
Never cast
Melee
magic again.
cleric.
All right. So I guess I'm gonna leave now and come back the normal way.
Okay.
Oh my god, this fucking map. Ugh.
It's because I had to make
I
the
just use-
walls a certain way, yeah. I mean, I can move you guys over. I can just be like, boop, boop,
Just use the arrow keys.
boop.
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
arrow keys definitely makes things easier, yeah.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna poke around in the forge thing at the bottom of the map while they explain what the hat and wand do.
Sure.
So we were given this hat and wand, and said it was made by you, do you guys...
We didn't make it. We kind of were given these as well, but at least we were able to investigate them and learn a little bit about them. So maybe that helps out. So this hat, you're all adventurers, so you understand that there's different adventuring types. It does need to be worn by a wizard.
Excellent.
Why can I not find where the hat? Oh, here it is.
So is one of the kings a wizard then? Why did they have it?
I'm sure it was just a gift.
He was a wizard, Bobrand.
True.
And if the wearer of the hat can attempt to use a spell that they don't normally are. The wearer of the hat can attempt to use a spell that they normally are unable to use.
I see.
Damn, that is hella good if it's just any spell ever.
Well, of course not, but I'm not saying that.
You should say that.
True, you should. I cast Wish at 9th level.
Dragon's
As
dead.
for the wand, you can cause it to light up, and it can start making a noise, kind of like a firework, if you will, if you know what those are. And it can work as a very bright torch if you need be. You can do this multiple times a day.
Bombrand, you like being light, don't you?
Yes, but I have torches. I don't think I need another one.
Would anybody like this wand?
I mean, I don't know if Shion would want to take it, so I don't know if I should chime in here or not.
Gallus,
We
Gallus,
can
would you
talk
like
about
to...
Shion tomorrow.
I mean,
Next time.
I'll
think
hold
Gallus
on
gets
to
the
it.
hat.
It seems to fit a wizard. So, were these the
I'm gonna whisper, and I'm gonna say, "Let's sell it."
Well, that's
Lawful good
these
just wants money. Yeah.
were these the weapons you?
I want money so I can craft
I know.
more bits of armor.
Were these the weapons that you gave the king
I
to
mean,
deal with?
these
Yeah, 'cause
are
these
some
really
of the
aren't
items.
weapons at all.
what the hat is.
Yeah,
There's-
we were
well, you know,
we were
you-
sent here
you've-
looking for a
You've helped
a
out.
weapon.
We could, I guess, show you the room, and you see that they have keys. Follow us. And they're going to lead you to a room.
Okay, can you just bamf us there, Traff?
No.
Damn.
Hold on a second.
There's too many of you. I'm just piling you all in here for now.
I'm back.
And they will unlock
Apologies.
this door. Feel free to look around and grab something of your choice. It is a bit of a mess,
Perception check.
so I
Investigate.
apologize for that.
Okay.
So feel free to grab something of your choice in there.
Okay.
Yeah, how do you want us to do this?
So
Give me a minute to
I
figure
wanna
that out
look-
myself.
See what's in there.
Let me do this. Fibble, stib, and dabble, dob. Open
Dibble dabble.
treasury for.
Oh, I got heartburn.
Be an all-purpose tool. Be an all-purpose tool.
Okay. Blah blah blah. The room contains blah blah blah.
All-purpose tool.
Yeah, go ahead. Just make investigation rolls, unless you want to look for something specific in this mess. If you want to look for something specific, tell me before you make the roll, and I'll tell you what to do in that case.
What a piece of shit.
Okay.
Yeah, it ain't great.
And if you want, if you want to look for something like while with investigation, you can also tell me.
Is there any sort of, I'm gonna roll it. Is there any sort of tools that
Yeah, so as you enter
may
this
have
room,
lots of purposes
So-
to them, potentially all purposes?
so as you look into this room, you notice it is a lot of gears, metal, and scraps. So it looks like it's a lot of junk of like previous inventions.
Well,
I rolled a 1, by the way, Craft.
Okay.
Rumble table.
I rolled a 25.
Okay.
We can see.
I need to roll Xion. So no one has like a specific thing that they're going for, or
Well,
Nope.
Uh,
I want randomness.
I tried to be
Okay.
that and or any
He wants an all-purpose tool, Craft.
okay.
or any sort or that or any sort of like
Tool that serves
Weaponry.
every purpose?
that I could put on my gauntlets.
I
in
mean,
the
I'll
future,
take a
but
+5 rapier if I can find one.
+5.
or any sort of tools for building with or weaponry is what I'm looking for.
That's
Yeah, I'd
and
take
any-
like a Vorpal longsword if there's
and-
one lying around.
Anything that I can, I don't know, because I also like building stuff, so anything that could also be useful for
okay.
building things.
He's
I don't
looking
know.
for
I
the
could-
building plan from
Okay,
Fortnite
so-
Battle Royale.
Basically, I could spend
Let's go
a
through
whole
this.
shit ton of time looking through here.
Okay.
'Cause I'm
Mary,
intrigued by
is
this
there anything
crap.
specific you wanted to look for?
Something magic.
Just something magic. Okay. Ghost, was there something specific you wanted to look for?
nah, just browsing.
Shion got a 7. Bomber was there anything specific you wanted to grab?
Just something magic, but I got a 1
Okay.
on my roll.
Bomberend, if you want, you can take some scraps. That's about it. It's up to you.
A dickhead.
Need those.
I will gather up as much value worth of metal as I can carry,
You can
which
grab a
would
couple pounds.
be 85 pounds
No,
of metal.
you cannot grab 85
Yes.
pounds. They will not let you leave.
Why?
They will not let you leave it that much. This is their
Why?
because this is their like scrap room, so it's their work room.
Uh-huh.
So they still need to use some of this.
Yeah, there would be like thousands of pounds worth of shit here, bro.
They will
I'm
not
just
let you leave it
I'm
that
just
much.
stuffing as much as I can in my backpack.
No.
How much can I stuff in my backpack?
They're letting you guys take like a small amount. So like if you want, you could take like maybe 5 pounds.
Maybe 5 pounds of scrap. That is rough.
You also rolled a nat 1, okay?
It wasn't a nat 1. It was a 2 minus 1. I'm going to wait and see what everyone else gets, and then use that to justify how much metal I get.
You got it 1 as well, so we're gonna keep that in mind. Neri, you're not able to find anything magical. Is at most again, a lot of this room is just filled with gears, metal, and scraps. So, is there any of
You get 6 pounds of
if
scrap.
you want to take any of that? I mean, do you?
No.
Okay, so you're gonna leave this room empty-handed.
I suppose.
I'll whisper to Neri, I'll say, grab as much scrap as you can for me.
Okay, I'll grab some
I
scrap.
like how a minute ago, Bombernd wouldn't let you lockpick the room. Now he's like, steal as much scraps.
We're not stealing. We have been offered as a reward metal, which is like my autistic interest. So I'm going to take as much as I can.
Shion.
Within the law.
Shion got a 7. He was not able to get anything magical as well. Golas got a 9. Golas, is there anything you're taking?
Yeah, I'm putting scraps into Borman's
Scrap,
pockets.
scrap.
Fucking looting. We're just fucking looting.
You can
heard
find magic scrap.
a ticking noise.
Oh,
It's a fucking bomb.
A mysterious
Uh-oh.
ticking noise.
You
The door
were able
closes
to
behind
find
us.
a very interesting amulet, and you were able
Oh.
to take that.
okay.
Don't tell me you are recycling the Clockwork
Oh.
Amulet from last campaign.
I'm not recycling anything.
I'll headbutt a wall.
Wrong.
Okay.
Wrong.
I'm assuming this is a Clockwork Amulet.
I will be dropping
Or
everything into
mine.
character sheets once you guys take your
Or
long
mine.
rest. 'Cause
Okay.
that way you can, attune and whatever.
Cool.
Okay. With that, is there anything else you guys would like to do here?
I can make these.
How much scrap did we get?
So you took some. Golis, you took some. Neri, did you take some?
Yes, you did.
Neri took some.
And so I'm also, as we head out of this, I'm assuming, I'm
also-
going to.
Yeah, go ahead. My bad, mate.
I'm basically gonna ask Kraft. I'm gonna ask these two the same question about the book, about any sort of do they know anything about any gnome practices of hiding languages?
Okay.
Or hiding words.
First,
And how to
as for how
reveal
much
them.
scraps, I'd say a total of
I tell Shion to grab as much scrap as he can as well.
Okay. With that, probably around 18 or so pounds of scrap.
Alright, I'll take it.
Okay. As for your thing about the hiding languages, we have not heard of, being able to hide. I mean, is it just not like lemon or something or on a fire? Have you tried that?
Was the first thing I tried.
If it's not that, then I don't think we can help you. I'm sorry.
It was worth a shot.
With that,
Say, do you have anything
Mhm.
else exciting you're working on? I say this in common now.
Maybe like a giant ballista that will punch directly through a dragon's head.
Well, we could talk to the
Perhaps.
original gnome about that.
We talked about maybe getting one installed back at
Yeah, but really big.
we're currently still deciding on our next project.
Consider giant ballista.
Well,
Sure.
if you need any help, I would be willing to lend a hand, and I'm going to. What can I do?
Business card?
I don't have a business card, unfortunately. Oh well, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take go in the room, take a bit of small scraps and what I can, kind of
Yes! More scrap!
put them together real quickly and give them a sort of right where to find me on it. So I'm going to use one of my uses of magical tinkering. So
Okay.
I guess I'm going to write the up to 25 words of text arch found in wherever. Contact B is necessary and make it look really pretty.
Oh,
Okay.
business card.
Yeah, basically, it's like a little clockworky business card type thing to show that I kind of know what I'm doing.
I mean, that would be a dope business card. Like in real
Unofficial
life.
business card. Okay. Yeah. With that, anything else you guys want to do here?
Well, I want to go stop by the ballista girl again.
Okay. Anyone else
and
have
kind of,
anything?
Someone's got a crush.
I am an intellectual.
AKA unsure how to talk to women.
This character's charisma is not very high.
Neither's mine, don't worry. I think mine's an 8.
I don't think any of us are a face.
I think Shion probably has the highest charisma.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure someone's higher than him.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure.
I have
It
a
ain't me.
12.
I
Oh,
think Shion's is 14.
no. Oh, no. Shion and Golis are tied.
Oh, okay.
Have
Okay.
a negative charisma
Are
modifier.
you all going with him as he goes to talk to Ballista Girl? Or...
I mean, I'm just gonna wait out the front. I think I fucking hate gnomes after this, to be honest.
I'm gonna pretend that I'm not a gnome around you. I'm not full gnome.
Maybe just these gnomes. I don't think Barmrand would stamp every gnome with the annoying and stubborn stamp, but Gnomengarde certainly has not
lived up to your
And-
expectations.
yeah, it's not earned a tick in my books.
Okay. Okay, so Bomber's gonna leave. Shion,
Pretty much.
Golis, and Neri, where would you guys like to go while Arch goes on his mini date?
And I'll probably get out of here too.
Yeah, same.
He'll go through the entrance that Golis used then. Okay. Let me,
Give me all of the scrap.
maybe just be like, can I just do this? There you go.
I will thank everyone who acquired scrap for me.
And then
I don't know how much scrap is worth, but I will put it to the best use that I can,
Okay.
making armor.
Teleporting. You're flying. All right. There you go.
Zoom.
Sweet. So I'm gonna ask her. So,
Yes.
can you tell me a little bit about how this works? You know, there's the dragon that's, well, been terrorizing Phandalin. So it might be useful for the people of Phandalin to get something similar to this. And you know, I don't know. Did you make this, or
Well,
could you tell me how to
yes,
make
but
one?
I more so originally made this to combat the shape changer.
Oh, well,
And
we
also any potential
murdered the
intruders.
we
just in
killed the
general.
shape changer.
Well, there's always other intruders, you know.
That's true.
But
Well,
it's just
do
4
you think you could?
crossbows that sit on a rotating base.
So I'm gonna take out a book and start like writing this down, taking notes,
Okay. And
and like trying like sketching up designs and stuff.
and each crossbow uses different types of ammunition, as you probably saw when it was going haywire, which once again I apologize for. The idea for the different ammunition was just in case you never know what types, you know, your enemies are immune against or what might be effective against them. So different types of ammunition is always just good to have on hand. Of course, it's very difficult to come by, but
I don't suppose you'd let me take a few of those as samples, would you?
it's a little make a persuasion check.
Oh no!
And he bites his lip and winks at her as he says this.
What just happened?
I hope so.
Sorry, my computer just. Okay. You said persuasion. not bad.
Not bad when it's such a high roll. Oh God. I mean, you did help stop it.
What the actual
So,
fuck?
I assume you don't need normal ammunition, so I'll skip giving you those. But seeing as you'll see, like all her ammunition is like laid to the side. There's not that much left. But she gives you 2 arrows.
Mm-hmm.
One of which is a fire arrow, and another of which is an ice arrow.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it was, fire and ice.
If only there was someone in our party who used arrows. But
Well, depending if the arrows are magical or not, I can just replicate them and then we can sell them and have infinite money.
Crashing the stock market.
Yeah. We can do that. We'll just like get enough money to hire some level
What
20 dude to go kill the dragon.
Oh, did I? No.
What is going on with my
We can
weapons?
market them as like preserve or instantly cook the game that you hunt.
ooh, yeah, that'd be fun.
We'll be rich.
Odd.
Are there any other questions
Nah,
that you had?
Out of here.
Is there any way to make this sort of ballista system in a smaller package that might I don't know, that might potentially be able to be portable?
Oh, I'm not sure. I mean, it was very difficult for me to even make it like this, and it's stationary. I can't move this anywhere else. It has to stay in this room. So, I don't know if you could make it any more condensed.
Well, thanks for your help. And I am going to, I guess, go find my party.
Okay.
The answer is play an artillerist artificer and use the force ballista.
I mean, I don't get my class yet, but yeah. So I'm gonna go out to the rest of the party.
Oh, you're multi-class, aren't you? That's right.
Yeah.
All right.
So yes, I'm gonna find the rest of the party.
Yeah, so you'll see that they're up top with 2 horses.
2 horses?
Yes, because Golas is here, and you'll see that he needed a horse to get here.
Yes.
What's its name?
This one is called
Mrs. Buttersworth.
Fuck
Ooh,
it.
It's a
I
good looking-
like it.
That's a good-looking cow you've got there, Golas.
Yeah, they call her Mrs. Buttersworth because she makes hella good butter.
Yep.
Alright, so you're all... as you all leave, Shion reminds you guys, before we go,
Oh, God.
the plant. You guys said we would look at it before we left. I remember promises, guys.
Yes, we can look at it now.
You're right. Why don't you take a look at it, Shion? As he's getting ready to do that, I'm going to kind of prepare for the worst. Cast Magic Stone.
Let me see what I wrote down regarding this. That's that. Okay, I didn't say who wanted to take. Okay. So yeah, so as he walks up to it, it's still very like cold to the air. You think it's okay if I pull it out? If I take it? I mean, Golis, maybe you could give it to your special someone. Such a nice looking rose. Golis, like you just see this like white rose. It's like icy cold compared to all the other like red roses there.
Is Shion pulling it out?
I mean, he asked you guys if he should pull it out or not.
Ooh. I will be
I
back.
said- I don't
just
think-
a
I
phone
don't-
call from my
I
mother.
don't. I don't think Shion would ask. I think he would just pull it out.
Once I see him pulling out my cast minor illusion, they have like a rose with teeth just shoot right at his face.
Send minor illusion in chat.
Yep.
I want to make sure this is something doable.
I'm pretty sure. hope
Yeah, I
so.
mean, yeah. Just want to double check. Yeah, I guess. Okay. So yeah, he will go ahead and rip that rose out.
Craft, real quick. You said that it was a fire arrow and a ice arrow, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Oh, that looks like that's not D&D Beyond, so I'll just write
Yes,
it
I
down
will.
here.
Yeah, I have them.
You'll add it.
Yeah, I can
Add it
add things.
after. Cool.
Yeah, they're
Uh,
custom. They're definitely not in D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I will.
And like as he suddenly sees those teeth appear, he like kind of jumps back for a second before, you know, of course, they disappear. He's like, whew, got me there for a second. Think I might be a little too scared of those mimics, of those shape changers. Anyone else have anything they want to do?
So does anything else happen while he pulls out this rose?
No? Nope.
Huh.
Going back to town now?
I'm back.
Yeah.
What did I miss?
You missed.
Just Shion being dumb.
No,
Oh,
you
nice.
missed Golis. Used minor illusion to put teeth on the rose.
Jesus.
All right, so that's
Nice.
it.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh god, it's such a big map. Big boy map. Okay. With that, you all come back in the evening to wherever. Oh, you know, that would be a smart thing to do, actually. To Phandalin.
So, I guess we are going to go back to the miners exchange.
Okay.
And try to claim our reward for this quest, or complete this quest.
Okay.
And I think the reward was literally just our craft that we get to keep.
Golis,
but-
you should sell that wand.
Who actually is holding the wand right now? Is it Golis?
Gallup,
I
yes.
think it is Golis, yeah.
Okay, so Golis
Yeah,
has
both
both
things,
things.
yeah.
Okay. That's how you guys want to do it.
And I have.
He
I guess.
is the magic man after all.
That's what they do call me.
Yeah, so as you come in, back so soon, dear.
Mary, are you gonna ask your typical question?
I'm not gonna ask. I'm just gonna go check.
Is he alive?
Make him bit.
What if the dint that his face has made fills up with his spit and he drowns?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Go ahead, make a medicine check.
Oh, medicine check.
Yeah. Or what did it? Yeah. You're saying, yeah, because you got to check if he's breathing. Yeah, I mean, he's alive.
Nice. That's all I wanted to see.
What you
Live.
didn't notice is that his breathing is labored and rattles like an empty spray paint can.
Oh, I think
There is
I noticed
nothing
that.
left of him. He passes away in front of your eyes.
What? Back so soon, dearie. And she's like specifically talking to Golas. Here for some more sweet words.
Oh, yuck!
Damn right, sweet cheeks.
What did
Oh,
we miss?
oh. Human mating rituals are disgusting.
She'll like blow you a kiss, Bomrand.
Yuck.
Can't compute.
Can't compute.
If you're all here, is there something that you're looking for?
I've already found it.
Quest.
Oh,
Quest. We're turning in the Gnomengarde quest. Oh.
All right. Well, for the quest, we don't give anything out unless you're selling any items from it to us. And you get to keep anything that you found. So are there any items that you're selling to us?
I will look at Golas.
Okay, here is this wand.
You don't have to
You
sell it
get for it. I mean, I don't
if
fucking
you
want
don't want. Oh, okay, there you go. Then never mind.
it. I say, I'm gonna go with my hands, and I give her a wink.
God, you are a horny bastard.
Okay, so you're giving her the wand.
Yes.
Okay, just so you know,
Box
regardless
is
of what
about
the
to
item is,
go to bed
50
after
gold.
this and tell his wife to call him Golas, bro.
Jesus.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna go. Wait, I'm gonna go. You can give us a really good price on this, right?
I can't show any favoritism, sweet cheeks.
Yeah.
I want to give a look at Golas's ass. Does he have a good ass?
Hell no. That's
You
a
thought my comment was weird?
pure twig. Pure twig.
Okay,
It's as flat as can be.
so Golas, are you're selling it then?
Yes.
All right. However you guys want to split up that 50 gold then.
I think it's a pretty easy way to do.
Yeah, 10 each.
Okay.
Oh, me, when I made my when my mates made their characters for my campaign, I made them roll for dick size, and we downloaded the 5e guide to sex.
Oh.
Thank you.
You dirty,
I'll
dirty
add it.
Ooh,
to-
that's an that is an unfortunate selling of the item.
Hold on, Pibby.
I will add the 10 to Bomrand.
Yes.
Is there anything else?
I look back. Should we get some more?
Oh, well, we helped the farmers find out what was going on with their cattle.
I think we did that
Oh.
one already, didn't we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one was directly.
Oh, it isn't completed.
so because
Sorry.
it's a
I thought it was still.
So
I thought
because
I-
that's a town quest, that's completed by like whoever in town.
Yeah, no, I accidentally clicked the completed
Yeah.
instead of like, or I thought I was clicking in progress.
Yeah.
So, never mind.
Okay.
Do we see anything else available?
I mean, it is currently the evening. Both boards are empty.
Well, shall we get some sleep and check back in the morning?
Dinner than bed.
Yep, sounds good to me.
All right. So,
Guess we'll go to our favorite tavern.
all right. Okay.
Is Cassandra working tonight?
Yes, and you do see that.
All you men are
there's
so horny, bro.
You do see that there's a few people in here as well. A few others.
I was just wondering.
Mm-hmm. What are we wondering?
Don't stop
Oh,
there.
Cassandra was working.
Oh, okay. Shion's gonna be like, I'm here for a rematch tonight.
Oh, yes.
Bro is role playing with himself.
I'd love to see you try, honey.
Nope, I need the full immersion. Don't be
This is
quiet.
just what Craft does, like, not during D&D.
I think of a lot of scenarios throughout the week. It
So-
gets
Oh,
weird.
Craft.
Yes.
Question.
Mhm. As they're preparing
Because
the
I've
bottles,
been-
yes.
Because I've been here for a while,
Mhm.
and especially living here, do I know any shenanigans that Cassandra's potentially pulling?
Make a sleight of hand check. Yeah, I'm gonna make you. Yeah. Sleight of hand check for this.
Crap's about to
Oh,
piss his pants.
Shit.
Oh.
Cancel.
I mean, I
Shit,
think it
almost.
is her job to flirt with customers. That was stated early on.
I mean, yeah. I mean, as a
Yeah.
bartender, it is partially her job to flirt with. There might be some things that she does, but no one's been
I'm
able to
just-
catch her in the act.
No,
There's
but I'm
the
just kind
town
of, but I know,
bike.
but I would know that this kind of happens somewhat frequently.
Like what? Cheating? You mean?
Like she outdrinks customers and no one can ever outdrink her, type
I
thing.
mean, there have been a couple times where she's lost, but very rarely does she lose. Yes.
So I'm in here just enjoying the scene. Well, actually, I'm kind of gonna come up to the bar.
This tavern sounds especially dungeon-like.
Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't turn
As-
that off. I don't have the
It's
music
very
on, so
dank and leaky
it's like
tavern.
the music's so quiet for me. I haven't heard it at all, so I forgot.
As he's
Can
as I
just
guess
turn it off
Shion's
on my
up,
phone?
I'm gonna come up to Cassandra and whisper.
It's free real estate.
I whisper. He thinks that fish pee cleans the water.
I'm not talking to you after the other day. And she's just
Just thought
gonna
you might
ignore
know.
you.
Uh-huh. Mhm. And then
I
I'm
can't
gonna
wait
have-
for Duck to hear this comment.
What did you do the other day that made her not like you?
Oh yeah, that happened in the private session, so you guys don't know.
Oh, bro tried to make a move on her?
That's actually what he didn't do.
Quite the opposite, actually.
Yuck, Craft, you're
What the-
foul, bro.
What the fuck goes on behind these scenes?
Yeah, for real.
Hey, I just play with the information that I was given about characters, okay?
Jesus Christ.
You need to, like, vent this through, like, erotic writing website or something, bro.
Hey, I did not make this
Get it out of your
character. This is
system.
Lucky's character, not mine. Lucky created this character, not me.
Jeez.
This is true.
Yeah, you guys are blaming me for creating these horny characters. It wasn't me at all.
yours is the other one. This one was me.
Okay, Halia, I made flirty on purpose. Like her calling people dearie, that I did on purpose. Yes, because I wanted her to be charming. But yeah,
Russell's goal is Jimmy's.
yes. So Shion, let's start this drinking contest.
Jesus.
I'm just gonna sit back and watch with whatever drink I have.
So very quickly, like within 2 drinks, he's
Can
out.
he use his class ability to give himself advantage on that save?
Does he have a class ability on this? I don't know what he can. Second wind, proficiency.
It's
I think
just
it's attack rolls that he gets advantage on.
oh, that's unfortunate.
You're saying he's not attacking that bottle?
Oh god.
And you see like Cassandra like starting to go for her third, but seeing like Shion's already like getting ready to pass out, she's just gonna be like, "Yeah, I think it's obvious here," and she'll just pat him on the head.
I'm gonna give him like a nice pat on the back. You'll get her you'll get her next time, bud. And then I'm gonna be like, kind of So did any on the bridge or whatever when they were talking about the when he made the comment about the fish about the clean water? Did everyone else hear it?
I guess everyone except Bombrand.
Yeah, my internet fucking cut out. So
I didn't.
Okay, so I'm gonna whisper somewhat loud so like that the rest of the party can hear. Also, I'm gonna be like, Shion, next drinking contest, maybe you should get some sort of maybe you should drink some animal pee beforehand. Heard it makes things. Heard it cleans out the system.
Jesus.
I'm gonna go. You know what? Better what? If you want, I'll give you some pee.
Oh my god! You know,
you
Nary,
know, I
Nary,
heard a wizard's
would
pee is good
Zakun
luck.
be willing to help? Like very drunkenly, would Zakun be willing to help in this endeavor?
Fucking hell. He probably still doesn't have all that fucking acid out of his system, so it's gonna be rancid.
Hasn't he died since
He
then?
has died several times, yeah.
Duck is gonna hate us.
He should have gone to AX then. This is what happens when you leave me in charge of your character.
Alright, screw it. I'm gonna start just pissing in a cup.
In the middle of the tavern?
Oh
Yeah,
god!
Wait.
I'm gonna slide it over.
No, he's got robes, so he put the cup under his robes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you
I mean, it
giving
still
to
makes a
Shion?
weird noise. I'm gonna need you to make a sleight of hand check to see how
A
discreetly you can.
sleight of hand.
There's no way to do this discreetly. Eh.
Also, how you're gonna have to do like a bladder control check to see if you stopped peeing before the cup overflowed.
You know what? That's fine considering you're in a bar at night. So, yeah. Okay.
I think I might get in trouble if I piss myself in a bar, even if it is at night.
I mean, considering it's like
Yep, I'm
louder.
gonna put it on the table and say, "Here, this has magical properties."
Is it what color is it?
It's dark. Gulas does
Oh
not eat.
no.
Yeah.
Not
Can you
He doesn't
cast
drink
Well,
much
it is-
water at all.
Prestidigitation
on it?
I don't think anyone. No one in this group has prestidigitation.
It's dark brown, dark orange.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do minor illusion again and make it look sparkly.
Oh my god! As you like are
I
doing
think
this
she'll-
though,
I think we
Shion's
definitely.
kind of like passed out already.
I think we definitely leave whether or not he drinks the piss up
Yeah,
to him.
I'm waking him back up.
I'm going to bed.
I have cleaning to do, and he's gonna head out.
Wow.
I'm gonna head up the stairs and go to bed.
Okay.
Um,
Anyone
I'm
else
just gonna
have
toss
anything?
piss in the fire and then
Okay.
go
Can
to
I
bed.
like evaluate how much my scrap is worth?
Okay.
But other than that, yeah, I'll just go home and go to bed.
Yeah. Nap time.
For you, for how much your scrap is worth. I mean, that's probably just a simple. Simple proceeds to not know. Okay. Give me like a minute to think. Anyone else
Just-
have anything?
just a straight intelligence check.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, I'll just go to a shop tomorrow. It's okay.
I guess. Well, I guess before I go to bed, I want to read through that book, and maybe try to open up a couple other pages there, the same way I did last time.
Golis, you're going to try. I'm guessing you're going to try to attune to the hat.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Do I have to attune to the clockwork thing?
Let me double check. To the.
I guess I'll figure out what that does too.
From
that
memory, it might be
doesn't.
decent for a caster, but for a
No.
martial character, it's doggers.
You don't need to attune to that.
Okay.
From
I am
memory,
going
if it's
to.
the same item, it lets you like take one roll under a 10 and treat it as a 10.
Yep.
So it'd be good for concentration, but other than that, asshole.
So I'm going to. I guess instead of reading the book, I'm going to kind of look over this amulet and try to gain its properties. So.
Okay.
Uh,
Neri, what will you be doing at night?
Assuming I'm going to add to it. This is a clockwork amulet, right, Kraft?
You'll see in 2 seconds when it's added.
Well,
Jeez,
damn
guys.
I use my D&D Beyond
No.
sheets, though. Fine.
Okay, nightly activities.
But-
Blah, blah, blah. So what are you doing, Neri?
I don't have anything special to do.
Okay. Bombrand, what are you doing at night?
I'm
For your
gonna
long
sleep,
rest?
and yeah, I'm gonna change my spells during my long rest.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go see how much the scrap's worth tomorrow to shop.
Okay.
Probably the blacksmiths, I would say. Lenine.
Let me add stuff to your sheets. Inventory. Magic items. Bop. Did that add? Did it add it? I don't know if that added it. Alright, 1 added. There you go, Arch. I don't know where. Yeah, okay, it's in equipment. Next up is Golis. You just attuned to this.
Do it.
There you go.
Check spells.
And Duck is getting this. Where did I put it?
God damn, this is great.
It is very nice. I do agree. Duck is getting this. Oh yeah, so feel free to use the long rest option. Is new day.
And I'm feeling good. Confirm.
Okay.
Any exciting spells I want to learn? Dead.
So we have an option.
God, freaking.
How much longer can you guys go?
Maybe a half an hour.
Okay.
I don't really have a limit tonight, so whoever has to go earlier.
Nolan, Kappa, how you guys doing on time?
I'm good till I fall asleep. Currently, I am in bed with my eyes closed, so we'll just see how it goes.
Oh Jesus! So like, yeah.
I respect
Nolan, how long?
If you guys hear like faint snoring on the mic, then you'll know that
that it's Bucks. Got it. And then
I
Nolan,
could probably go
is
Probably go pretty late.
effectively out
Hmm?
of commission.
I can probably
But-
go pretty late.
Okay, let's continue. Waking up. You said wait. Okay, Kappa. You said you wanted to do what tonight?
Change my spells.
Okay. Do you know what spells you wanted
But
to
that's just like a mechanical thing. I can do that next,
Okay.
like in between sessions when I'm
Yeah,
back
that's
home
fine.
and have internet.
do? Okay, that's fine. Because today is a day of nothingness. Yeah. So you guys wake up, meet up back at the inn, to get your meals. Is there anything you guys want to talk about? No Cassandra in the morning.
Oh, good.
So
I
when you
do
guys
not
think we
eat.
Who's next on this list? Golis was the last one that rolled. Neri rolled a d20, please.
yeah, I haven't rolled yet.
This determines whether the dragon attacks town or not, or some shit, dude.
Who knows what it does? And skip the page.
On a nat
It's
1,
twice
dragon
that's
wipes
happened now.
out town.
That is twice that's happened now. What the fuck? Okay.
Someone's waking up with massive diarrhea.
Okay. Yeah. What are you guys talking about as you wake up in the morning and
Crap. And how much I love it.
okay.
How much longer do you think we're gonna be stuck at wood rank? I kind of want to move up. These errands are getting a little tedious.
Yeah, I would like to face some stronger foes so I can actually get some adventuring experience as I was tasked to do.
I just want to get some more money.
That also would be nice to make more armor.
I don't know. We could go down to the Miners Guild and like demand she like move us up. You know.
I'll
Or
swing it.
ask
Yeah, I guess we could.
how long it'll take to move up. And ask if we can just do one big quest to move us all up or something.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you have any other plans for today? I'm ready to go. Head out.
I need to check how much my scrap is worth at the Smiths. Someone who was apprenticing at the Smiths. You come along if you want.
Oh, me.
If
Arthur
you
was.
give me a better deal, but
I don't think.
what
Well,
do you know how much this would be worth to your boss?
Craft, do I know how much it would be worth to my boss?
Initially looking at like the scraps that he got the other day, it
All 18
looks
pounds of them.
yeah, in total it might be somewhere around 20 silver.
Oh.
I
Right.
think she would probably give you about 2 gold to maybe melt that down and make some more metal. I mean, we could maybe use it for like horseshoes and stuff. I don't know if it's quite good enough to make weapons with.
Okay, that's alright. But if we're getting paid 2 gold per quest, they're not worth going on, so we should definitely find some different quests.
I mean, you guys have been getting like a decent amount of gold.
I somewhat agree. But the only way to keep moving up is to prove ourselves, and we do need to figure out how to take. I mean, we had kind of a way to take care of this dragon. Hopefully, I could do something with these arrows.
Oh yeah, did you discern if they're magical or not?
The person told me what they were, so
Did you tell
Yeah,
us?
she
and-
told me.
Yeah, and was that magical in nature or mechanical?
I don't know, craft, are they magical or mechanical?
Let me double check. I believe it should be. Actually, great questions because I cannot.
And it also could be different. Like it could be, you could say it's magical, mechanics wise, flavorful. It's mechanical because that's how I'm doing most of my stuff, anyways. So
Everything is loading up.
Mechanics wise, it's because most of my like spellcasting mechanics wise is spellcasting, but flavor wise, I'm trying to make it more of like
The
tools and
fire
shit.
arrows, at least, seem to be mechanical, like
Okay.
not at least not magical, not
infinite
magical.
money glitch.
Dude, I want some fire arrows real bad.
The
That'd be dope as
ice,
hell.
however, it does seem like there's a little bit of magic involved.
Alright,
Okay.
well, depending on how much the fire arrow is worth, I can make a shit ton of them in one go.
Yeah. So I will at some point be investigating those and figuring out what I can do
Wait,
with
is it
them.
these fire?
But
Oh wait, I have to double check which fire. I have to double check which fire I used because it could potentially be magical fire. So I have to get back on that.
Cringe.
okay, we'll figure it out.
Avoiding the infinite money glitch is cringe, Craft.
Too bad.
Well, I have a
This is the one. Those. Okay, yeah, I used the magical ones.
okay.
Cringe.
So those are both magical.
Yeah,
double cringe.
Mary, I will give them to you eventually, but I have a kind of like character thing I'm gonna do with them, so we will. That could be interesting. So I will just keep them for now.
Okay.
Because I want to figure out how to replicate or whatever.
Any other breakfast talk you guys want to do?
Nope,
Cool.
not from me.
So then you guys want to, I'm guessing based off of your earlier conversation, go to the Miners Guild?
Yep.
Yes.
I'll sell the scrap on the way for 2 gold.
You head on in to the Miners Guild, to the guild hall. You do notice the boards are relatively empty today, but as you enter, Holly is quite pleased to see you. Just the group I was looking for.
Mary goes, checks on his normal.
He's breathing.
One of these days he won't be, and that'll be a sad day.
That's
So-
when the murder mystery quest starts.
So just the group I was looking for. With yesterday's wood quest completion, you have now completed 3 wood quests, and of course you completed the town quest, which means you are eligible to now become a bronze ranking team.
Noise.
God, I wish I had prestidigitation.
Now, I do need paperwork to be filled out. And I did warn you about this when you first all joined. We do need a
shit.
team name. Now, I understand that this is something that probably needs to be thought about, and it's only been a few days. So feel free to take the day to think of something. I understand there's also no quest today. So I'm sure you all just want to relax. Especially with those quests that you've completed. So please feel free to take the day to think of a name, and tomorrow we can do the paperwork.
Oh shit. Team name oh shit?
Oh shit, oh shit.
Got to be something to do with cows and horses.
Dishonor on your cow, dishonor. Oh man. That's true, it does have to fuck. What would a minotaur and a centaur if they combined? You had like the head of a cow and like
Depends on
bottom
how
of
the
a
alleles
horse.
go.
Our team name will be Cowabunga.
So yes, please feel free to take the day to discuss with yourselves. I know
Kinda
there's
like
no
Cowabunga.
quests.
Cowabunga.
Yeah, I think we're good with Cowabunga. Yeah, I think we're that's settled.
I'm also telling you guys to think because Shion's not here, and I'm sure he would appreciate.
Also
Some
vote for
input.
Cowabunga, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, Shion, you're outvoted.
Or we could be. Hold on. Which
I was googling cow puns.
we're a bunch of moo D men.
Ooh, we could be more Mooney.
Okay, do you guys want me to write down your like current options
Give us more moo.
I mean,
so that
cow.
you guys don't forget?
It is definitely going to be a cow pun.
Okay, current options.
Yeah.
You said moody men, cowabunga. Cowabunga.
No. It's Cowabunga.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't say it right.
More,
You got to get the emphasis right, bro.
I guess. We could be Mooney makers.
I like
Mooney makers.
that. What about the milkmaids?
No,
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty good.
Jesus.
Okay.
How about the mommy milkers?
Oh shit!
Okay. So with that,
and I just look at her. Oh, sorry.
so with that, you guys are free to take the day to do whatever you want and relax. Shion will be going to clean the abode. Is there anything any of you want to be doing today?
If I have enough money and metal, I'm gonna make some more armor.
I would like to ask, what's the person's name?
Halia?
I would like to ask Halia if she knows of any way besides lemon juice and fire to find hidden text.
Okay. Well, I have definitely needed to send my share of secret messages as what I'm getting at here. But those are generally
Bucks,
the
you should show me your
common
prep
methods.
Mm.
for our
Um,
match so I can screen cheat.
I'm not sure as to what other methods you may need at this
No,
time.
you haven't even prepped.
Okay. Actually, over.
Neither have I, don't worry.
Okay. I do have an idea of what I'm going to do at night.
Okay, Neri, what would you like to be doing today? We have a little bit of time if you guys want to like roleplay anything as well. That's why I asked.
Oh, I want to go back to the dig site, actually.
Okay.
The archaeology place, and see if they've uncovered anything else.
Okay. Neri, what about you?
I'm gonna see if the general store had anything good they got in. I want to go shopping.
So, Barman, you want to do that? Go to that place instead of the making your armor.
Yeah, I'll make that another time.
Okay.
Oh shit!
But like, we can just do that via text out of session if you want.
Whatever works. Golis, what would you like to be doing today?
I'll just roam around town.
Anything specific you want to be doing?
Not really.
Okay. Arch, anything
Thinking more
specific you want to be
cow-related
doing
puns.
today?
I want to go head back to my room. And then I'm going to cast. First, I want to cast Detect Magic as a ritual. and try to figure out if the book has any magical properties. And following up on that, I'd like to cast Identify, also on the journals.
Okay.
And then besides that, I'm just going to be looking through. So I'll do that, and then
So you just want to investigate
depending
the
what
journals
happens,
more for today, is your thing?
yeah, and then depending on what happens with that, I'll be looking at my notes and the arrows I got and kind of seeing what I can figure out with these things. Kind of just look at them and general tinkering. I might stop by the shop at some point if I need any materials. But yeah.
Okay.
Journals and then arrows.
Okay.
Do you think Arch like has a man crush on Barmrund because he's like a big robot, and that would be interesting?
Okay, let's start with Neri. Actually, Neri. So you want to go to the general store? Anything specifically
Yeah.
you're looking for there? So as you enter, you're greeted by
Anything-
Barth.
I'm kind of just looking for anything that's not, like curiosities and oddities. Anything that's not just a standard like.
Pretty much
adventuring
everything he
equipment.
has is standard.
Okay.
I think Lenine is like the big ticket item shop.
Okay, maybe then I want to go to Lenine then, not the general store.
So yeah, Barth is general store. Lenine is more like adventure items.
yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so you want to go to Lenine then?
Yeah.
Okay, so after you come in, you don't really see anything. You check out.
Okay.
You go then to the Lion Shield Coster, and as you come in, you're like, she sees you. She's like, you're that man that was yelling in here the other day.
Yes, I was. We were, in quite a hurry to get things done. Sorry about my behavior. I'm Neri, by the way.
Lenine, so what can I help you with?
Just browsing, kind of looking, seeing if there's any curiosities you have, anything out of the ordinary. I'm always looking for a deal,
Aren't we all?
I mean, I guess that's true.
So what specifically are you interested in?
I mean, I don't really have anything in mind, if that's what you're kind of going for. Things that'll help me, fight off the various evils that are attacking our civilization, really.
So general with the answers, huh? Well, she as you're walking around, she kind of quickly glances at your equipment. She's like, I mean, it's not bad what you've got on. I mean, you can of course always do better. But
you could of course always take it off.
Okay.
God damn.
It depends, of course, what you're willing to pay, what you're willing to get. What's your weapon of choice? I see it's the
bow.
The bow.
Yeah.
Zip.
Although I doubt you'll be able to find something better than this in this store.
Does look somewhat unique. Of course. Now, I'm not able to sell specific kinds of ammunition. But I'm sure a friend of mine will be here in a day or two that can help you out with something interesting that you may be wanting.
Okay.
So keep an eye out for him in town.
Okay. Him. Yeah, he's got a name. He got anyone should be looking out for?
I'll leave it as a bit of a surprise, but it'll be hard not to see him. He's quite the character. He's quite the character.
Lady,
All right,
you gotta be
all
more
right.
specific.
Keep your secrets then.
He's quite the character. I think he's got a bit of a attitude.
Well, I look forward to meeting him.
Don't we all?
I guess if that's it, I
Damn,
am looking for a better melee weapon.
Better melee weapon. Well, what do you currently have?
Currently, I have a choice of a short sword or a javelin.
Is there a
None of them are
specific
really my style.
one that you would like?
It might be nice to have like a rapier.
A rapier. Well, she goes into the back. I do have this rapier here if you're interested. So, I mean, it's a decent normal rapier.
I mean, sure.
Let me find cost because I don't have that. Wait, does it have the cost here? 25 gold.
Okay. I can do that.
25 gold? Is that actually correct? Yeah, 25 gold.
That sounds right.
Okay. If that's the case, I can drop that into your inventory.
And then I'm gonna sell my short swords and my javelin then, because I don't need them.
Okay.
I don't know how much they're worth.
Short sword, does it not say on here? Short sword, 10 gold. Javelin, does say on here. Half a gold, so what is that? 5 silver.
So 20 gold, 5 silver. Okay.
Yeah. And you can just delete those
Dope,
from your
dope,
inventory.
dope. Yeah.
Okay. Is that going to be it for your day's activities?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
That's all I'll do.
Goalless.
Yes.
You're just walking around town, correct?
Yep, just do a nice little stroll.
Is there any like specific places around town that you're going?
Yeah, I'm just exploring.
Okay.
Breathing, get some fresh air, thinking about things.
All right. Go ahead, roll a d20 for me as you're walking around town.
Captain.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're just taking your stroll around town. Nothing like really stands out. Just getting some exercise. Especially after yesterday, you realized how much you needed it. So nothing much really happens with you. Okay, Arch, you said you wanted to cast the ritual.
Mm-hmm.
You said detect magic, correct? Can you send it in chat, please?
Mm-hmm. I'll send both of what I'm gonna
Yeah,
try. So
And then after this, we'll do Bombard, and that will probably be it for the day.
and
Because the presence of magic within 30
there we
feet.
go.
If you sense magic this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature.
And I guess the detect magic would also.
So you do sense.
Show up the arrows, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So as you cast the detect magic, so of course you get the arrows and any magical equipment you're wearing. The book does faintly glow, and there's a bit of illusory magic going on in there. But there's also something else that's not just magic, and you're not able to tell what.
Okay.
And so then you're
Okay.
identifying, correct?
Yes.
Magic or some other you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement. So what are you trying to do with identify? You're just trying to see like what's
what like now that it's magical, see, like, I guess what it is.
So it's difficult to tell because it seems as if there's layers of things affecting it.
Okay.
So one thing is there's some sort of illusory magic hiding the text, and that's like one layer. But there's also other layers.
Okay.
Like that's the most identifiable layer, and that's what you're able to do with your identify spell. But there's other layers that are harder to tell.
Okay. Can I, from identifying, can I tell, like, was it a spell that was cast, or?
It seems like most likely it might have been a spell, yes.
Okay.
Is that going to be it for now from that?
For now, yes. And then I think going from that, then I'm gonna like go into my do a little looking at my notes into the arrows, and then maybe go work at my workbench for a bit.
Okay. With that, if he didn't fall asleep, Bomrand.
Oi, cunt.
He's out cold.
Kappa. Or maybe he's muted.
Doesn't look like he's muted.
It's okay.
Did the cunt fall asleep?
I know this is like a very roleplay heavy session. There's like no combat at all.
Yeah, we did that last time.
Yeah. It's okay. I can talk with him about what his character does. But yeah, that would pretty much be all of today. So we'll start.
Okay.
We'll be starting tomorrow off with a new day. With today, you guys have officially leveled up.
Fuck
So
yeah.
congratulations.
Fuck yes.
So feel free to talk to
Okay.
me sometime this week before the next session about what would you like to do for your level up. I
Cool.
mentioned this in the character creation document. All level ups, you do have to roll for HP.
We leveled up.
He
I
woke
actually
up.
dead ass.
He woke
I
up.
actually
roll?
dead ass. I dead ass fell asleep.
Yep.
It's okay. We'll talk. But yes, so I'm just talking about that. So all level ups, you do have to roll for HP. I'm making you do that.
There was like a bit where the mic was all quiet. No one was talking.
I was like looking stuff up. I mean, yeah, it's a bit of roleplay. But like, let me talk with me so we can talk about your level up because I do want to know what's going on with your characters. But that is it. So just talk to me sometime before the next session.
Should we roll now,